What's good? Relocate. Oh, that's a little loud. I forgot to turn that one down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, put that thing down a little bit. What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, and you already know what time it is. That took a little minute. My bad for the delay. I forgot to upload the bell button, but if I could have played the bell, I'd have belled myself because I realized the whole time it wasn't starting was because I didn't hit the go live button. But you know, we're good, man. We're good. The draft is here. You guys are ready to see where you're going to go. And I'm here with 4 other notable community members in the RFL. Let me also get the crowd into this too, man. But 4 other notable members in the RFL community. Of course, you got my right-hand man. They got him at the bottom here. I had to do some rearranging, though. Head co-commissioner Rob Roby, a.k.a. Mix, head coach of the Chicago Cougars, got himself 3 draft picks today. Then we have on my right side, Pecan, head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Went all the way to the national championship. Unfortunately, fell short. But, hey, still a great season nonetheless. Hearing aspirations, he might be stepping up, trying to play at the RFL level too. Oh, man, we got another song playing? Turn it off. But, yeah, then we have head coach of the DC Marshals. First year he was in the RFL. It was this past season. Came in halfway through the season and won every game but 2, right? Just 2 games. One to the Armadillos, the other one to the Snowhawks. But, I mean, still looking to be a promising coach as Coach Darius Hodge there at the bottom. And we have, of course, the guy who has got all the moves he was making this offseason, man, for the Mexico City Diablos, the head coach, Stephen Forbes. Man, pleasure to have you guys on. You guys are free to, of course, talk now, but how do you guys feel about this draft? I guess we could go in order of kind of like I said, Mix, you go, then we go Pecan, Forbes, and Darius, since you're new.
All right. I hope you guys can hear me well. You know, I'm feeling great. Been a great year, great off-season, great college season as well, and now it's time. So you already know how I'm feeling right now, man. So you guys will see my excitement quite a bit. But yeah, just happy to be here. Well, this is my 7th season here in the league. But just happy to be here in the season 10, man, a big one. And I think there's going to be a lot of storylines going down.
I really appreciate Smitty for letting me be on here. 4 seasons, a lot of these guys have been waiting on to see them get to the pros. A lot of RFL College Series vets are finally going to be drafted tonight. I, of course, am excited. I got 21 guys that are in this draft, and we are trying to break the first round record this year that was set by the Georgia Bulldogs back in the season 7 draft. So I'm trying to see my guys break that record tonight. We could have 2 back-to-back Ohio State players going number 1, so it should be fun to see. So
appreciate you for having me on, Smitty. And that was 3 losses: Shamrocks, Dillos, and Snowhawks. But
You
yeah,
lost to
I'm
the
very
Shamrocks?
the first game. Remember, that was my second ever game. It was
Hey,
a
man,
close
you could have
game.
let that slide and you could have just said 2 L's, man. It's out there. We're good.
I could have, but I don't like to do that. You know, I like to get transparent too. But yeah, very excited. You know, my guys were excited when I came in. You know, they believed in me and we got it turned around. Now I made some moves, added some pieces, added Flame, added Tyreek Bridges, a couple of young guys who's going to be the core to help build this team up. And when my first draft comes, you know, I'm just excited, looking forward to it. I'm excited to be on, and I'm excited to keep building this Marshals team up. And we looking to compete this year. Looking to compete.
Forbes, man himself. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great. You know, I've always been known as the coach here who's been we don't care about picks. You know, then I heard some rumblings. This is supposed to be the deepest draft in RFL history, so I had to make some moves. Had to give me some picks this time. Had to give me all the way to number 2 so I can get my guy this time. So I'm ready to get this started. It's been a long time coming. Like Pecan said, some of these guys have been waiting 4 real life years. So I'm ready to see some names being called.
All right, man. We already had the time delayed a little bit. It's about time to get into the RFL draft. And of course, one thing you guys know, I don't have a pick. Is in graphic. All you have to do is listen out for this sound right here. And once you hear that sound, that means that the pick is in, and of course, I'm about to announce it. Also, we got 2 coaches right now with Mix and Forbes who will be having the first 2 picks of this draft. So they'll be going mute, calling their guys, letting them know who they're drafting and stuff like that. And so they'll take their time to do that. You might see them on the phone and things like that, but they'll be muted. And guys will be calling for guys who get drafted to CPU teams. I will not be wasting the time calling you myself like I did last year. I know it would be great for an experience, but that kind of made things a little bit too extra and made the process much long. So I think it'll be even more of a surprise too for guys to get drafted when you see your card come up. That's it. Another thing is you will not have your top 3 attributes shown in this draft. We are still fine-tuning the draft ratings, but we do have you guys draft overalls. All right, so that is the reason why we don't have your top 3. So it's even going to be more of a surprise once you get on the team and we start building. And with that being said, I think I said all I needed to say. Coaches, you already know when you send me a pick, how to send me the pick on the position and the name of the player you're going to take. And I think we're ready to go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the first team on the board. And we already know who that is. It's Coach Rob Roby, a.k.a. Mix, with the Chicago Cougars. You can see him right there. There goes a little bit of history. What they are right now, they are an 84 overall, an 87 offense, 81 defense, and their record, of course, last season, 2-15, looking to have a turnaround after this draft with top 3 picks. We will find out and see who that first player is going to be. And with that being said, man, round 1, pick 1 is up. And he is on the board right now, man. Who you guys think Mix is going to take first overall?
I think it's been pretty consensus before the season started that whoever got the number 1 overall pick was probably going Wyatt Harris. Back-to-back seasons, leading the nation. Last season I think Nickel Quinn had the most sacks.
Yeah, it was Nick.
I think everyone's been pretty sure who the number 1 overall pick has been since the season started, and that's Wyatt Harris, or at least it should be.
Yeah, I mean, like Forbes said, like it's just been consensus. You got a generational talent here at defensive tackle, like a guy who can do it all. Stop the run, he can rush the passer. I think he's 315 pounds. He can rush the passer.
That's 6'8" too.
6'8". That's another thing. So it's just, when you got a talent like that, you got Austin Sanders on the line, Ed Ritter. I don't think he passes that opportunity.
Everyone see that smile over there? He's calling his guy.
Yeah,
he already calling him.
Let me just say, I mean, what this guy did was an encore year. For 3 years, he already was a beast, and then in his last year was just outstanding. 110 tackles, 63 TFLs, 35.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and 3 safeties. I mean, this guy was an absolute monster. He won 3 Defensive Lineman of the Year awards in CS5, CS7, and now CS8, and he finally got his first ever Defensive Player of the Year award back in CS8. It has been a pleasure to coach this guy for 4 years, and I mean, you look at the RFL news reactions and everybody's mock draft, it says Wyatt Harris at number 1, and when you can add somebody like that too, Austin Sanders and Ritter, I mean, I just think it's a no-brainer pick. He's the best player in this draft, so I would be shocked if it's not Wyatt Harris. But could this be the Dylan Lewis pick or Jada Young? Could this be the quarterback pick? Could Mix surprise us all? So we'll have to see.
Yeah, that would be the only other pick I could think of. If it's not Wyatt Harris, it's Dylan Lewis. But 63 TFLs? Living in the backfield.
Oh. Yeah. All right, pick is in, and it's time to make the announcement and see who the first overall draft pick in the RFL Season 10 draft is. All right. With the first pick in the Season 10 RFL draft, the Chicago Cougars selects Wyatt Harris, defensive tackle from Ohio State. He is an 81 overall and a star. And now you guys can go ahead and talk about the pick. And of course you can, Rob. I know you're excited about that.
81. Hey, yo, what?
81.
We've been practicing with a 75, guys. It just got real. Yo, I can't believe that. 81 is crazy, bro. Wow.
I mean, hands down the best defensive tackle. I think I'm gonna be honest. He surpassed even Jermaine Taylor, and it's got the star Dev. I mean, playing 4 years in college and being that dominant, winning. You know the statistics here, Pecan. How many defensive lineman of the years and D tackle of the years he won?
That is crazy.
Crazy. I thought he was gonna get into it. Pecan, you there?
3 defensive linemen of the year awards, 1 defensive player of the year award. That's just how great he has been.
That's crazy. Wow, bro.
And you want to know,
believe that.
If you want to know the career numbers, I mean, this guy had 86.5 sacks through 4 years, and it kept getting better. He had 14 sacks in CS5. 15.5 sacks in CS6, 21.5, and then he saw what his buddy Nick O'Quinn did and said, you know what, let me go match you. And that's what he did. It is absolutely insane of what this guy has been for us for 4 years. We are going to miss him, and Mix, you just got a straight dog on that team, man.
Yeah, you know, when I seen the stat line that they only gave up average 30 yards, rushing yards per team, man, I was sold, bro. You know what I mean? That's a lot of baller right there, man. We got 1,200 pounds on our defensive line right now. I'm ecstatic right now. Austin Sanders going crazy right now because he knows, boy, we are really, really about to start haunting a lot of QBs, man. Boy, oh boy.
You can look how long he's been in the league too. Look at these highlights. CS5, boxy characters almost. And I mean, he was getting after it every single year.
This is madness. Wow. I had no idea 81, man. That is crazy. Wow.
And the guy had great speed for his size. At 6'8", 300 pounds, you don't expect someone to move as fast as Wyatt Harris did and attack the cornerback. We were even seeing in the East-West game. I mean, and that's the best offensive line that you can put up, and they were double teaming him, and he was still beating it. It was insane what Wyatt Harris was able to do against even the best even the best offensive line, and that was against Dallas Steen, who is in this draft. I mean, he just absolutely terrorized every offensive line that he played in, every cornerback. I mean, 86.5 sacks throughout 4 years of his college career is just insane.
Yeah, it's like I said, generational talent. Like 81 overall. I was not expecting that. I see why you excited, Rob. I was not expecting 81 overall. But that is the.
I mean, that's what Tyler Page came out when he was that generational linebacker prospect from a couple drafts ago. So I'm not surprised that he's matching the overall. Like we said before this pick, he was by far the #1 player in this class. That's why everyone knew he was going #1. That's why Rob got real happy when we decided to make that phone call.
Man, that's a plug-and-play, day one, immediate impact type of player.
I mean, it's
we
just
had him built offline. It was, I was just, I try to just make sure I'm being very frugal with the builds, but we had him built for a few months now. But I had him at like 75 max, man, and he still was going crazy. So, boy, that +6, man, oh boy. I'm not trying to get too excited here, guys. Going to start clipping me and everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Peacock, you said 86 sacks in 4 years?
86.5 sacks in 4 years.
Oh, this is from the interior defensive line position, averaging 20 sacks a year.
Yeah.
That's
insane. And Forbes hit it right on the nail with the reason he came out with such a rating. I mean, we saw the most dominant defensive player to ever play college football in the RFL College Series with Tyler Cage, and I would have literally put Wyatt Harris up there in that same boat with what he did at that defensive tackle position. So putting him at that 81 to tie for the highest rated player to come out of the non-inflation draft era of the RFL, it only made sense for me to do so, especially after the season he just had, even helping these guys get back to the national championship. But with that being said, hey, the Cougars, they've made their pick, and it's time to go ahead and move on to the second pick in the draft, which is going to be the Mexico City Diablos.
Really quick, just want to add in here. This is now, out of the college series, 3 user Ohio State players have gone #1 overall in the RFL draft. Brewer, Brock Frederick, and now Wyatt Harris. That is more than any school that has done since the college series has began.
Well, I knew you had to point that one out.
I got to.
Yeah, that's good stuff, though.
I also got to make sure I got my draft pick tracker thing up too. I can actually.
Forbes, you don't need the #2 overall pick with.
This is the pick everybody's been kind of waiting on to see what's going to happen here in the second. I think most people already kind of got an idea, but he did, talk a little bit, and he said he was kind of stuck between potentially 3 guys, mainly 2, but potentially 3 guys could be taken at this pick here, #2 overall in the RFL draft. You can look at what the Mexico City Diablos did last season: 10-7, made the playoffs, but 89 across the board. And this is, of course, after those trades, getting rid of their wide receiver, Pico McCullough, who was a 99 overall. And, yeah, can't wait to see what he does here with the second overall pick. What do you guys think he's taking?
I'm leaning towards Dior Gore. After the trade with Piku, you got the veteran Sylvester Leach in there. It'll be great for, get the rookie in there to learn from the veteran. I'm leaning towards that route, but I can also see him going Ethan Marks as well, getting younger on the D-line. You get the best edge in the draft, but those are the 2 picks I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think everyone's saying is like it's either Ethan Marks or Dior Gore here, especially when you just trade away your best wide receiver on the team. And they do have a need for edge. I actually need to pull up Neon Sports. But this is the pick that everyone's like waiting to see, because whoever Forbes takes here is going to start there's like 2 trains that this draft is going to go, and it all depends on what 2 picks that he takes here.
And the pick
he's
is in.
kind of freaking me out right now, man. Oh, the pick is in? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the pick is in, man. All right. With the second pick in the first round of the RFL draft, the Mexico City Diablos selects Dior Gore, wide receiver from Alabama, 79 overall, star. Thoughts on the pick?
I love it.
That's
great.
Fantastic.
No, that's a great pick, man. I knew when he got rid of McCullough, and obviously, Forbes is like a Mako shark, man. He moves very, very fast, very swift. And just moving all the way up to the 2 position showed me that, he's really trying to get a player that's going to be a guaranteed success in his system. So obviously, the Piku move was, I was kind of worried about it. We talked about it behind the scenes. But I just knew when he got up to the second, that he was definitely going to go with this big wide receiver here, man. I mean, Dior Gore, absolutely unmatched, tough wide receiver, man. Got to watch his highlight reels. Not the one he dropped, but his highlights are just absolutely
I got you, Mix.
I
got you, Mix.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, like you said, Mix, as soon as he moved up to that 2 spot, traded for PQ, I think it was a given. He was going Gore. And with a 79 and a star, I'm sure he's probably going to start over Sylvester Leach, start over there with Mike Mark. And that's an excellent pick. That's a fantastic pick.
Yeah, this guy's oversized, man. I see guys saying Megatron. Basically, this guy is fast, explosive, has good vision on the field. Boy, does he really get to the touchdown, end zone, whatever you want to call it. I really love seeing this player. Now, I'm a little biased, guys, on the Bama fan, but at the same time, this wide receiver, man, absolutely just ridiculous, man. And he is definitely going to be the problem of the people over there who face off against Mexico City.
We really got to see his type of talent. I mean, he came in with a lot of hype coming into CS6 when he came and played at Ohio State. And then when he went to Alabama, he really turned it up and showed everybody that he was a #1 talent. I mean, he had 24 touchdowns back in CS7. I mean, at 6'6" and with his frame, the guy can catch anything. We saw him many times just break tackles for scores. I mean, nothing you can say other than just an amazing wide receiver talent that Mexico City just got. And Yeah, man, I'm very excited for Dior and just see what he's going to be able to do down there in Mexico City. So
just a do-it-all receiver at that size, like you said, and he's good at getting that yak too. Love that yak. Like he's very hard to bring down after the catch at 6'6". Just speed, explosive. Everybody's saying the modern day Megatron. He pretty much that's what he is.
how are you feeling, Forbes?
Feeling great, man. You know, this is part of the reason I'm doing it too. Was to get someone like Dior, because I was talking with Sharp, my OC, and obviously we were making these kind of push for the readable kind of moves this off season. And when I was talking with Sharp, and like how Pecan said earlier, my team is set up to not really need the number 2 overall pick. So if I have 3 first-round picks, I need to make a move to get a guy who can start for me day 1. And really the only position that's open for that was receiver. And there's a clear number 1 receiver in this draft. So I had the assets I had, and I made the move to get that clear number 1 receiver. It happened to be Dior Gore, and now he's coming to Mexico City.
I just saw Hope's comment, can't have nothing. Or Barons, man. Because remember, this was throughout CS8. That was the thing. That was the whole point of why they traded Q away. And now the Barons, they don't have Dior. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Barons who are up next, now that Dior's not here, what do we think they're doing?
Well,
they can go a few different ways. Yeah, that is the problem. Like, I see a lot of mock drafts put Brian O'Connor. I don't know if they go middle linebacker here. I can see why they would put him there with Nolan Carroll, especially if they run a 3-4. Or they can take the best edge off the board, which will help them on the line. You know, pair him up with Ryan Ward. I know they got Kim Morrison over there getting older. The other guy, AC Denton, I think he's 30. He is 30, but yeah, that's a few 3 routes they can go, I think.
I think the Barons need to go offensive line here. Whether for them it's Casey Chestnut, Cody Nelson, Greg Dunham, whoever they have as the number 1 offensive lineman. Because if you look at their team, 4 of their starters are 30 and older, and of those 4, only 2 of them are above 80.
Oh, so yeah, they could.
Guys, a bunch of old guys who aren't very good. You know, I think you take your cornerstone offensive lineman here, pair him with Hampton, and because you know they still have. I mean, they traded for Jabri, but they do have Dorian Chavis, so I think they just need to start building around the edges to set up for the future.
I don't know if my laptop might be tripping out. I didn't do anything with the camera, so I might actually have to rock with the camera off so that this stream can go smoothly. Well, at least I got the OG camera on, man, so I'm a photo up there. So I'll just leave that up there, man, I guess for the rest of the stream. I don't want nothing to crash, bro. It's already been a great draft, and I don't want this just to get messed up, so yeah.
Not only that, really quick, but a 79 overall star receiver for you Forbes is that's got to be pretty fun to have.
Oh,
and Dior has a bunch of reloads too, so Dior is going to be. I mean, I already know you've probably been in talks with him. But speaking about the Barons, I mean, so I had them going receiver in my last mock draft. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. Even though I think Steve is the 2nd best receiver in this class, I don't think the Barons would go with Steve here at 3. I don't have Neon Sportso, but I do have the Barons. Brian O'Connor at the 3 spot could be a possible play here. They could go get Casey Chestnut from Alabama, you know, so they do need help on that line. And do not forget, the Barons have 4 picks within the first 2 rounds, if I recall. So actually 4 picks within the first 39 picks of this draft. Right. So they can go a lot of ways, but the interesting case here is what if they want to go quarterback? What if they want to switch it up here and, you know, because Dorian's in debt, Jabri's not getting older, so.
Well, Jabri is getting older.
Yeah. Pick is in.
Get any younger, I mean. So
Here we go.
Gets a note. Oh, man. All right.
No backstab, please.
All right. With the third pick in the first round of the RFL draft, the New York Barons selects Nick Oquin, outside linebacker from Ohio State, 78 overall star.
Okay.
Wow. That is crazy.
That's why I kept thinking to myself they could go edge.
Oh,
It's the wrong edge in mine.
Wow. Okay. That's a solid
fantastic pick.
Solid pick. I could never figure Smitty out, man. Like, he wanted Dior. That didn't happen. I figured McCaskill, but then I said, no, maybe he'll go offensive line. But I didn't think that he would take an outside linebacker, man. Wow. That is crazy.
Not just any outside linebacker. This guy has the record for the most sacks in a single season, which got tied by his own teammate, who you took #1 overall, in Wyatt Harris. 35.5 sacks. And he did that in CS7, and of course was still up there in sacks this past year. The Barons needed an needed linebackers and an outside blitzing linebacker, and there's none better that you can think of coming out here than Nick Oquin. And so that goes right along with their 3-4 defense, and that's going to bolster up an area for them that has struggled the last couple of seasons.
That is crazy.
So I guess I'll go here, Hodge. I mean, this guy came out of nowhere. He was generated by the team builder stuff that started when CS7. And this guy came out of nowhere. No one saw this play coming. And let's not forget, Smitty, he wasn't a high overall player. He didn't come in as like a 90 overall. And what he did in CS7 with 35.5 sacks, had over 20 sacks this year. I mean, Nick Oquin, he's very fast for his type. I mean, for his size. And, I think he had like a 99 finesse move. It's insane what he was able to do against some of the best lines in the college series. He had multiple games in CS7 where he had 4 sacks or more, and he did that about 2 or 3 times. He got in the end zone at least 2 or 3 times in his career, and he won linebacker of the year, which gave us 3 years in a row that we had a linebacker of the year. Just want to throw that out there. But you can also see what he could do out there in coverage. I mean, he was so good for us, and I think the Barons, with already the picks that they have, this is a scary pick. Pub, I know you gotta like that.
This may very well be the best CS generic edge of all time. Nick Oquin was almost just as dominant as his teammate Wyatt Harris was.
He definitely was 2 years ago, yeah. If not more.
He's definitely giving me Killian Dane vibes, maybe 2.0. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is crazy.
That's
I think this also shows how like Rob was saying, people definitely think differently than Smitty, because I think most people had Ethan Marks as edge 1 in this class. But going back to last year, just talking about how Nick Oquin had the sack record, but he's a generic. We get into the new season and everyone just kind of forgets about him.
Yeah.
Well, because folks kind of forget that generics do exist too. Generics do exist, and sometimes there's going to be a generic that might come in and he might be better than you, and it doesn't matter if you played for 4 years or not. If there's a guy that comes in and just dominates and plays the lead for 2 straight years, I have said this, I'm willing to take that guy more than the guy who just played good for 4 years straight. So
that might have busted everybody's, picks. I don't know if anyone had Nick Oquin at 3.
Yeah, no, at 3, definitely not.
And now up at the 4th pick, we have the Baltimore Gunners, who were 5-12 last season. 82 overall team, 85 offense, and an 80 overall defense currently. Who do you guys think they're at in here soon.
Let's take a look here going to the depth chart.
Like Gunners, I think this is where a lot of people have the first DB going off the board.
Maybe a Savage. Or
Yeah,
I can see Ethan Marks here too. Like that other edge over there is a 74 overall.
Yeah, because now that Ethan Marks is still on the board, does this kind of turn into a KMJ thing from 2 years ago where we all thought KMJ would go in the top 3 and then he just fell to the Shamrocks at 5?
No, because I mean they have Stanton and George, who I mean they're just both listed as left edge rusher, you know, but they have an 86 and an 80. They have 2 edge rushers already.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, they do. So.
And they did have one of the worst passing defenses in the college series last year, and Tyon has been talking a lot that he wants a cornerback. Now, there's a certain cornerback that Tyon does want, but I still think, to me, I think Xavier Savage, I have him in my last mock here going at 4. I've had him going to the Gunners in the last 2 mocks that I've done. You do got some talent here, but I just think taking Xavier Savage, who can also play safety for you. I mean, they only have. I don't know. I think you got to go Savage here if I'm the gun.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't think KC Chestnut pick here wouldn't be too far fetched as well. They do need O-line though.
Yes, they
All
do.
right, so the pick is in. And with the 4th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Baltimore Gunners selects Xavier Savage, cornerback from Miami, 80 overall star.
80 overall.
80 overall. You got to sit out a year and it's still an 80 overall.
That is crazy.
Wow.
I kind of figured he might be an 80 after seeing, Wyatt Harris get 81.
And RIP don't have any highlights to play.
The best DB ever in college series history. That is a huge pickup for the Gunners.
Yeah, man. Because, I mean, the only real downside about Xavier Savage is that he's going to be the oldest player in this class, but it's not going to matter if he's already an 80.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. He's going to be, 24, but he's already an 80 coming in. It's not going to make much of a difference at all. And I'm pretty sure the Gunners will still be happy to have him.
Yep, and I, this definitely helps to CP and Ludoloso, keeping Miami as a DBU in the RFL.
I think that's
he's going to come in at 24, not 28.
That's the second straight draft now that they have the first cornerback off the board, if I remember correctly. Because didn't Jay Hayden go first for cornerbacks in the last draft?
I believe he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So that would be 2 years in a row that Miami had 2 cornerbacks going as the first cornerback. Let me just say this, because I'm someone where my player played against Xavier Savage. That's how long he's been in the college series. If I would have made his tape, it just would have been in black and white the whole entire time. But this was a guy, I mean, anybody who watched him could tell that he was the best defensive player that was playing on the field back in CS3, CS4, even when you had the class with Brooms and CC and Joel Howard. CS5, he could have came out and he would have been the first one off the board. CS6, he makes the switch to safety and plays elite there. And then his final year was this past CS7, and he was just a elite talent. He didn't get too many picks, but man, no one could throw the ball on him at all. He was knocking down everything that came in his path, and the Gunners just got a good one that's going to join Marquise Washington and Zamar Scruggs there. So that is a insane talent to have.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna highlight Bamba and Scruggs. Now they add Savage, man. These guys sound like a '90s rap group. You definitely don't want to run into these guys, man. I can see I can see him now with the '90s hip hop little videos that he does and everything, man. That's absolutely crazy, man. To have Bamba. I mean, I like Washington. Don't get me wrong, but Bamba, hard hitter, Scruggs, lockdown. That's crazy, man. So that's going to be an interesting trio right there. For the Gunners.
And you got Tyler Cage and Savage on the same team.
Cage and Savage.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
And next up, we have the Salt Lake City Elks. Finished 5-12 last year. They are 83 overall, 84 offense, 83 defense currently. Who you guys think they're going to select here with the 5th overall pick?
Protect McCall. He needs all the time he can get. Trust me.
So, yeah, he's not lying there. I'm like, we've been saying Chestnut, we've been calling it, but I think this is where you do go O-line here, because I'm looking at their O-line and sheesh. you just got your new toy over there, your new QB1. It'd be good to give him some protection over there.
Yeah, when you look at the guards that they have, they're both star devs. I mean, Sammy Fitzsimmons is someone who can take a little bit to get up there. I don't know about Jason Wheeler though, but here is like the thing, if they do go with who I think is the best guard in this class, and I've been mocking Casey Chestnut here, they can go the Hove route of what the Barons did, draft a guard and put him at offensive tackle. So, Dallas Clegg, he's getting up there in age. I mean, they could take Casey Chestnut here and play him at the right tackle spot, or maybe at the left tackle spot, let him get his reps in. So this is who I think that they'll probably be going with here. But who outside of that? Oh,
I think a sneaky pick here could be Brian O'Connor.
Yeah, they do need linebacker help. That's
Antoine Buck, 34 years old. Blake, 30. I mean, I think they play a 3-4 or 4-3, right? They play a 4-3, so they could. But you still got Amani Adams and a very young Dylan Lewis there. But I wouldn't be shocked.
All right. So the 5th pick in the 1st round of the RFL draft, the Salt Lake City Elks selects Casey Chestnut, offensive guard from Alabama.
There it is.
79 overall, star.
79 overall, star.
Excellent pick.
Yeah, I think Casey Chestnut was definitely, just like the other 4 players you've already talked about, he was the clear #1 guy at his position. And so the Elks make a layup pick. Everyone knew who they should take. They take them, and now they have a building block on that offensive lineman to protect McCall.
What's really impressive about him is that, kind of like how Wyatt Harris has all the awards, this is the first guy to ever win 2 Offensive Lineman of the Year awards. Winning 2 Offensive Lineman of the Year awards, especially for someone like, of his talent, I mean, that is insane. And the Elks just got a big key here, 6'5", 333 pounds to protect McCall. Mix, you got to watch a lot of this guy for 2 years. What is your thoughts on him?
I mean, this guy has just been a centerpiece, on that O-line for Bama, and he was just a cornerstone. He's a lot of the reason why Jaden Young had a lot of time to distribute balls to his wide receivers and tight ends. So on top of that, the running game was not as
Romano.
Yeah. So I just thought that this guy here was just a piece that they had to absolutely have for Bama. And I think that, putting this player now on the Elks, this definitely is going to give McCall a lot of time to do what he needs to do. Loving the pick, man. Great player. Of course I'm biased. Roll Tide, baby. But this is a very sexy lineman that was just pulled here. All pause, baby.
2 Offensive Lineman of the Year awards is not something to look over to. That's how dominant he was. And just like you brought up, I mean, you watch a lot of the Andre Romano runs, and you see who was the big reason for that was because you have that big number 51 there in the middle, getting those lanes open for him. So.
Yeah.
All right, we're coming up on our next pick, which will be the Oklahoma City Bisons, which is, I might have to upload this, guys. I don't know what happened, but I don't think they I have their logo here. So let me check real fast, make sure that I'm not tripping.
Well, while he's doing that, man, I think the Bisons definitely have to go defense here. Yeah. I mean, they traded back from Tennessee to me, letting them have three top 10 picks in the second round and 2 first-round picks. But I think they have to go defense. They were one of the worst in defense last year. They traded away their star corner, their only player above 90 on the entire defense. So now
who did they get from you? Who did they get from you, Forbes? I can't remember.
They got 118 and they got 28.
Yeah, you absolutely right. Their defense was one of the worst last year, and the best way to build a defense is you start on the line. I mean, Ethan Marks is still on the board. That could be a possibility here. You did trade away your star corner. The other possibility could be a maybe Jack Sky. But those are the 2 possibilities I see here. I do think also they definitely got to go defense.
I think it has to be Jack Sky or Ethan Marks.
I think it's going to be Marks. I think they were just getting ran over all last year. And this is a lot of talk of who Mac and the Bisons were wanting was either that Ethan Marks or that Manny Rojas. Well, after me and Forbes did some tape watching, and we were like, Ethan Marks is one of the best players in this draft. And, for them to trade out of the 2 spot to possibly not get Marks is a risky thing. But, they do need a cornerback. They could go this route and take Jack. I know Jack wouldn't like that very much because he wants to play for a coach, but they do have a big time need. But the other thing is that this is a very good draft for the Bisons because they have five picks within the first 45 picks. So
yeah,
and this is a deep cornerback class here. I think you go edge here, and then of course you go get the cornerbacks with how deep this cornerback class is.
All right, we do have the pick in. Getting it ready.
All right.
Don't backstab me, bro.
With the 6th pick in the first round, the RFL draft, the Oklahoma City Bison selects Ethan Marks, defensive end from Florida, 78 overall, star depth.
Well,
there it is. We all hit the nail on the head.
Well, he doesn't have to change his colors anymore. Staying the blue and orange.
Again, is the Bisons. All right. Not bad at all, man. This guy's a dog, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Love this guy. Love the number. Love what he meant to Florida. I actually thought that Forbesy was gonna take this guy earlier, but this guy's a monster, man. So great pick here for the Gators. I'm not for the Gators, but for the Bison. So.
I mean, to be fair, they both wear blue and orange mix. I don't blame you here. I mean, they both wear blue and orange. But the first ever defensive end of the year, when that became an award back in CS7, played at LSU his first year back in CS6, and he obviously made a name for himself there. Went to Florida with Manny Rojas and all those guys back in CS7. He had so many games where he took over for the Florida boys, and I mean, you just watch him and what he's been for the Florida defense. I mean, he was a big reason why they were competitive in so many of those games. And the Bisons, they now get their franchise defensive end of the future. So. And LSU hated playing against this guy. I think this guy had like 8 sacks in 2 games against LSU, who he played for back in CS6. So, yeah.
And I see a question in the chat, man, from QPox, and it's good that I get to explain the picks too. He's asking, why did the Barons not take Ethan Marks? It's all about, even though they're both 3-4 defenses, right? The difference is, of course, if you're running a 3-4 defense and these guys are of equal overall talent pretty much, you want to go with the guy who's going to be on that edge that fits that defense. And that's more Nick Oakland than it is Ethan Marks. Because with Ethan Marks, he's more of a guy who you want to have like off that edge. So what's going to happen? He could play the 3-4, but there's a possibility that the Bisons could even switch to a 4-3 to have him just solely off that edge as well. And so he fits that scheme more than, if it was the other way around, I would have chosen Nick Oakland more than likely for the Bisons. So that's kind of like whoever got the pick first. That's the reason why I went with them, with the Barons first.
And it's kind of the whole Killian Dane thing that kind of works for Nick Oakland, but I like Ethan Marks here definitely in this system for the Bisons. We've been hearing Mac has been saying that he's been wanting a strong defensive end on this team, and they just got one here with Marks. I mean, this guy was outstanding for 3 straight years, the first ever defensive end of the year award winner in the college series. So congrats to Ethan Marks, and you don't have to get a color change at all anytime soon. You can trade that blue and orange for more blue and orange. So
we now are going to move on to the next pick, which Coach Roby is back on the board.
Yes, sir.
Chicago Cougars are next up.
Hey, big salute to you, Justin Jones, too, man. Check that theme music out, guys. A whole song in the Discord. All right, I'll be right back, man.
So who do we think Nix is going to take here?
Well, I think he's been looking at corner, so I mean, he's the thing is he got the turnaround right at 9, so he doesn't have to take Dylan Lewis here because the Tigers aren't going to take a quarterback. They have one in Kai Cash, so but the Tigers do need a corner. They could possibly go there, so that's something Nix is looking for. There, you got Jack Scott on the board. You got does he go Kenzel? I've seen him been mocked a few times in the top 10, but I think he's going corner here.
I think it's Jack Sky, like Hodge just said. With him picking again at 9, we all know the Cougars are going quarterback, but the Tigers aren't a team that are going to force him to take a quarterback. They have their guy in Kai Cash, so he can be safe and take Dylan Lewis at 9. I think he takes Jack Sky here, who most people have as corner 2.
Because the Tigers, they had the 32nd worst passing defense in the league, and we've been hearing from Mix that he needs a cornerback on this team. If he doesn't go with a cornerback here, the Tigers are right there to take him there. So I think this is the Jack's guy pick. So
I think he could also go Brian O'Connor if he wants more linebacker help.
Cesar Davis from Ohio State, who in my opinion was the second best offensive lineman in this draft. Because Mix in his breakdown that he did, he also needs some offensive line too. He could wait to get that cornerback.
So we think it's between 3 Ohio State players.
Yes.
Ohio State, man. He kind of loving that, man.
This is a Ohio State draft, guys. It's just be ready. 21 players, man.
Y'all boys good?
Yep.
Oh, you got to put that Cougar graphic up. Well, I think he's trying to do that.
They are
now.
ready.
Oh, you got to put the graphic up? Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, we do have the pick in.
I'm excited to hear this.
With the 7th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Chicago Cougars selects Jack Sky, cornerback from Ohio State, 78 overall star.
Let's go!
There it is, and that's a day 1 player.
Oh my God.
Jack. Welcome to the pack, boy. Definitely needed him, man. Definitely got to replace Keone, man. And, I like this guy, what he did. Also, Peacock knows I'm really high on Ohio State's defense. Guys know I'm a defensive-minded kind of a guy. And these guys only give it up about 250 averaging, over the last couple of years as far as passing yards go. Obviously, we talked about the rushing yards and everything. So I just think that there are some studs on Ohio State. I got the for sure picks here in the first round. And so I just have to go with what I know, man. No political, no politics, guys. A lot of great user cornerbacks out there. Love you guys, man. Guys got their lows and everything. You guys are going to be great. But this pick right here, I had to go with the guy who had 16, 17 interceptions last season, had 5 this year. If you look at his stats, he's improved from season 7, season 8, season 9. This guy just a great cornerback, man. Although he didn't have the same amount of INTs from the previous year, the pass deflections definitely went up there. Had some TFLs there. I mean, this guy just elevating his game. We saw him take a lot of stuff back to the crib. So welcome to the team. Also, he's just a fan of the Cougars, man. So I like guys like that, man, who just want to genuinely be a part of your team and everything. He's a great community guy, young guy that we can mold here. And so welcome Jack Sky to the pack.
I love that pick for the both of you guys because, we know about Jack Sky and how he is in the Discord sometimes, and the perfect coach for him, I think, is you, Vince. You will be able to mold him, and he's going to be able to do great things for you in that organization. He's going to fit right in, and like you said, he's been a big fan of the Cougars since he's been here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this was the perfect match here for you guys. You guys needed a corner after trading Kiani. You get the second best corner off the board, 78 overall right away. He's going to be an instant playmaker for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
This guy was absolutely insane. He had 3 picks in a playoff game against TCU back in CS7. Had 17 picks which is a RFL College Series record in a season. And I just want to say something about Jack. I mean, when I brought this kid in, he had a lot of growth to a dude just with himself, and it's been so great to see how far he has come as far as growth and everything. And he's been a big fan of the RFL College Series. Of the RFL for a long time, and I'm so proud to see him get drafted and go somewhere to a place that he wanted to go so bad. And I already know that he's going to contribute a lot to what Mix is trying to build there. And
also want to say too, man, I had a conversation with him last night, and it was pretty lengthy. And I learned a lot just about who he is as a person. And I'm just going to be honest. I kind of want to bring in guys who I've meshed with, I vibe with, guys that I can talk to, guys that I understand and stuff. And so it was very important to me having that conversation with him last night. Just talking. I got an actual feeling for who he is, how old he is, what's going on with him, what he's thinking about a lot of things. And it's kind of interesting, man. We kind of judge people based off of the way they're typing, and the things that they're saying. But when you actually talk to someone and get to know who that person is, it kind of blows your mind that this guy, is someone totally different who you don't really know who he is. Also, shout out to you, Pecan. We talked a little bit about you as well, and he told me, he said, hey, man, I've been, Pecan's been messing with me, trying to mentor me and everything. I got some issues and things that I don't understand about the league, and, so I'd really like the conversation, man. A lot of guys can't really have that. Like, guys talk about Jack, right? But they can't really have a conversation with you either, right? Normal guys can't have not to say he's not normal, but other people, they can't have a conversation with you. And so I just like that I can have a conversation with him, that he understood me, and I'm very happy to have Mr. Jack Sky on my defense. And that boy gonna be up there at DB1, man. So prepare to get cooked, but prepare to progress as well, man.
Proud of you, Jack.
And now with the 8th pick, we have the Tampa Bay Tigers on the board now.
I think with the Tigers, just looking at their roster, I think they're pretty much set everywhere but receiver. And with Dior Gore already gone, I think this pick has to be Steve McCaskill. He's my wide receiver too. I think he's most people's wide receiver too. But if you just go down their depth chart, Kai Cash, 86 overall. Their running back already over an 80 and young. Their tight end over an 80 and young. Their O-line, best O-line in the league. Their D-line have 5 defensive linemen all over an 80. All their linebackers over an 80. All their DBs over an 80. But then you get to the receivers, and it's just lackluster. So I don't really know where else the Tigers can go other than the receiver here.
The only other place I think they could go is corner, because you got Blunt over there. He's 23. Parker Brockers, he is 30. But you're set at safety. You got a pair of great safeties in Cam Johnson and Cordell Brown. Could they go Enzo Udo here?
But didn't they just get Matty Packerman in a trade not too long ago, or was I?
No, Matty Packerman's been
there. Yeah. Packerman's been there. He's 24 age, 76 overall. So I mean, like, if you take a guy like
I think you were talking about the trade with Hodge, where he picked up a receiver, Raheem Prince.
Yeah, that is who I was thinking.
I wanna
get out of here, Lito.
Can I just kind of go off the beaten path, guys? Make a crazy, I don't know. I'm probably pretty sure he's not going to do this, but I know he's got Drake Sandstrom. But I like Bo Sanders here, man, with Kai, man. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but can you imagine Kai and Bo, man? I like Sandstrom, man, but look, this back here, man, is a top guy in the college series. I don't know, man. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just gonna go.
Well, I can see where you're going with
that. Pick is in, guys. And with the 8th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Tampa Bay Tigers selects Steve McCaskill.
Oh,
there it is.
I'm not mad at that.
What's his overall?
77.
77. Okay.
Who we play for?
Ohio State.
Let's go, Steve. That's my guy, right?
That's a great pick. So, you got Lazan there. He's at an 84-25. Hunter Jones at an 83-25. They just got Prince over there, but, McCaskill, he might be that final piece to finally get the Tigers to get to that elite level.
Yeah, one of their issues was just their weapons last year just wasn't sufficient, man. There were a lot of slow guys. They may have some decent overalls, but they were old and they were slow. And Kai Cash just really could not get guys that could separate. And you saw throughout McCaskill's collegiate career his ability to be able to separate and create plays. And of course, he possesses a great deal of speed. So this is another weapon to add that will be able to play right away for the Tampa Bay Tigers to try to really get some help for their starting quarterback in Kai Cash.
Let me just say, so he played in the slot for us for his first 2 years. He had some pretty big numbers for us in CS5, had some pretty good numbers in CS6. Dior Gore and Kingston Bryson leaves, and he becomes the wide receiver 1 for us in CS7, and he scores a touchdown in every single game. He had a touchdown streak for 17 straight games from CS7 to CS8, 25 touchdowns in CS7, which is a record in a season. He has the most touchdowns out of anybody in his career. I mean, this guy just cooked every DB he ever played against. And, we all saw how big of a playoff run that Brandon Cherry had. Steve was the only one who got the best of Brandon Cherry in the playoffs. That's just how good Steve has been. And once Dior Gore and Kingston Bryson left, Steve was really able to show off that, hey, I'm not just a slot guy. I can play the wide receiver 1. And Kai Cash just got a great player to throw the ball to. And it's pretty cool to see my former roommate get drafted, man. I'm proud of you, Steve.
How long was that touchdown streak? About 17 games or something like that?
17 games in a row, he had a touchdown catch.
That's just amazing. Like, it's one thing to get yards, but when you have 17 straight touchdowns, that's amazing.
Yes, sir. That is it for the Tampa Bay Tigers. I'm going to get this stuff set up there. And next up, guess who? It's somebody who's already drafted 2 players already. It's Coach Rob Roby of the Chicago Cougars.
So
who you guys think he's about to add? He's been killing it so far.
I think we all know who's about to add.
Appreciate you guys for not backstabbing me.
Do we even need to go through the call?
I love you for not backstabbing me. So,
I think
I would have did it if it was needed.
I don't think he's gonna be able to jump on the call, and it's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll try them real quick. But Smitty, go ahead and cook that thing up. I appreciate you guys for being loyal.
I'm gonna have to
ain't
change
no
his
lawyer.
name right now.
I had somebody that needed, I'd have robbed you for sure.
Everyone ready for these Ohio State Cougars?
That's let's see, we've had we had Wyatt Harris,
so far.
Nick O'Quinn, Jack Guy, and
Steve.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Cougars are going quarterback in this draft. He didn't take the quarterback at 1. He didn't take the quarterback at 7. Was this last first-round pick? No quarterbacks have been taken off the board. He's getting his guy.
100%.
The top 10 picks are going to be Ohio State players? Is that what I'm hearing?
And most people, has been split between Dylan Lewis and Jaden Young as quarterback.
It has been split.
But for me, it is Dylan Lewis, and I think he gets his guy in Dylan Lewis here at number 9, making this the 5th Ohio State player drafted in the top 10.
I do think it is Dylan Lewis. Looking at all these guys' careers, I think it's Dylan Lewis.
We're not even at 10 yet. Really quick on the whole Jack Sky pick. The Sentinels, man, if they wouldn't have traded out from that 6, he could have been yours, Tor. He could have been yours, but now he's with Mix, so.
I forgot what they even traded out of that spot for.
I forget, because I know the Miners had that pick. The Miners had that pick. And then they traded it to Fours, and then Fours traded that pick to the Bisons for him to get Gore, so.
All right. Well, the pick is in. With the 9th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Chicago Cougars selects Dylan Lewis, quarterback from Ohio State, 77 overall star.
Let's go, Dylan.
Great.
Day one QB, 77 overall star. Only had one other QB on the roster. Going to be a day one. He's going to be a great QB over there with the Cougars. He's got a lot of weapons over there. Darnell Hodge, Contavious, Honcho, and not even Braun. That Cougars offense is going to be something dangerous.
And a 77 overall, I think that's where most people had him, because I think this is where Kevin Poole came in at, I believe. Mm-hmm. I think the only quarterback in the non-inflation era who was higher than that was Daryl Johnson, who was only a 78, I think.
Yes.
So, I mean, that means Smitty sees him as just as good as Calvin Poole, almost as good as Daryl Johnson was. So this is a great pick. They got their franchise guy, and I think the Cougars are going to make some real noise this year.
Hey, 19.7K passing yards in his career, 163 touchdowns. They told me everything I needed to know. He had 57 INTs. Spread over 4 years. But look, I love that stat line, man. 20,000 passing yards, played 4 seasons. The guy, immaculate. 72% completion rating as well. So what that looks like, guys, is like he threw 2,348 total passes, and he connected with 1,681. So it's in the bag there, man. That's the guy. The Ohio State Cougars, I hear him saying it in the chat right now.
So, Rob,
that is actually an insane stat.
Yeah.
Rob, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
So the community doesn't know this a lot. This little inside joke we have with the league office and stuff, right? Uh-huh. So you talk a lot of trash, but you do realize you drafted 3 white guys, right?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. I know. That's a joke. The guys know how I am, man. It's definitely gonna be a new meaning to the Cougar Furs, or the Snowcats, when we bring those out. But also, I want to tell you guys too. I also drafted these guys because they have a camaraderie as well with each other. They're in the same locker room. They've been respectful, and so I'm trying to change my culture here, and I wanted to bring in guys who know each other, who mesh with each other, right? And so that's also another win for me as well. I bring in 3 guys who know each other. I have a respectful group of guys as well, and so I think that we're on the right place. And big salute to Austin and Huncho though, man, because they've been through the thick, the fire, the darkness, man, the bad times, the crash outs, and it felt a lot different last year for me, and now I'm really happy. So big salute to those guys staying in the corner. Big salute to CP and Hodge as well, man. Those guys were trying to get us to here as well. Just didn't make the road. But hey, it's all good, man. So
all love.
Yeah, all love, man. Yeah.
Want to talk on this pick because Dylan is my guy. He's been one of my good friends for 10 plus years. I brought him in to replace Monty Wyatt, when we all left after CS4, and like ever since he stepped into the locker room, Dylan Lewis has been a leader from the minute he stepped in the door. He got those guys to win a championship in their first year. He won the Mackey Award in CS6. He won all the awards, and though so many game-winning drives, so many legendary drives that Dylan Lewis has had for us in the last 4 seasons, and to me, he's been clear cornerback 1 since CS6. I know Tyon's going to crash out, but this was a great pick for you, Mix, and you are right. These guys have been with each other for 4 years now. They know each other very, very well, and they are coming from a culture that is built on winning and carrying themselves in the best way in the most professional way possible. And Dylan is just a class act who I'm just so happy to see him to go to a team like yours, Mix, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do there.
Thank you.
All right, next up, man, we got the Orlando Sentinels on the board with the 10th overall pick. So those who put in their guess for reloads to see if they can match up the top 10 picks, let me know in the chat who you guys got and who you guys on the panel got. 6 and 11 last year. The Sentinels went 84 overall with an 85 offense, 83 defense. Not bad, but they've been in a rough patch the last couple of years.
Looking at this roster, go ahead.
I do like. I know people have maybe said. I think this was in a mock or whatever, but I do like the pick of Yuto here, Kinzo. Has a decent amount of reloads as a user. I think he would mesh very well with that defense. That's who I think that they take here. I think they go DB.
I think they're gonna go Yuto. Also, I can see them like looking at this old line. I can see them going Caesar Davis, the interior old line. You got a 70 overall center, so I can see that also. But yeah, Caesar Davis or Kendall Yuto, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be an offensive lineman or a DB. I think it has to be one of those 2 picks, especially picking top 10. Those are the 2 biggest positions in need. Because even if you don't have Kenzo Yuto as corner 3, with his reloads, you can very well make the argument to draft him over the other guys ahead of him.
All right, the pick is in. With the 10th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Orlando Sentinels selects Elijah Carter Jr., cornerback from Georgia Tech, 71 overall normal.
Wow.
They took a DB.
Yeah, they took a DB. Not the one I expected.
Well, and to be fair to Elijah, to be fair to the Sentinels, maybe they just wanted a guy with size. Elijah Carter is one of the bigger corners in this draft. He's 225, 6'3". So maybe they just wanted a bigger body boundary receiver. Maybe that's what fits their scheme and what he wants. But yeah,
I gotta be real here, guys. You guys know I'm the guy at No Filter. I've been a little worried about this pick here. I feel like, Carter, great community member, but I feel like he talked himself into this position here. And I'm not sure whether or not this is the pick here. This is where they should have went. I've been kind of wondering about Elijah Carter's performance in the college series and whether it was considered to be elite amongst the top corners. And while I know he's a popular guy, popularity does not equal overalls, right? So I just I was very worried about this, but I kept my thoughts to myself. And it's no shade to you, Elijah. You've been here, you've been doing your thing, and you're on a great team now with the Sentinels. Coach Armstrong not playing any games here, but I just worried. I'm worried that I don't know if this I don't know if this was the pick for them. But let's just see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I want to see what these other corners look like. Because now I'm a little worried now that he's a 71. So what does that mean for some of these other guys here?
Yeah. Because you still got. I mean, let's just be honest. Like Elijah Carter. Like if this was after CS6, like if this draft was going on after CS6, I probably would be like, that's a great pick. I had Elijah Carter maybe late first round, early second round. I didn't see him going there at 10. I just didn't see him going there at 10. I feel like they could have maybe gone somebody else, but still, Elijah Carter, a big body player. He has mentioned many times that he wants to play the sub linebacker spot, maybe play some safety. You now put him with J.J. Harris, who also talks a lot too, so that's a very chatty.
So if he's guys, if he's a 71, guys, what is Cherry and what is Vinny?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're about the same, if not a little. I think Cherry is a better corner. I had Cherry rated higher than Elijah Carter.
Yeah, I think Cherry's a better corner. It's just like you said. Let's be real about it. Elijah Carter's career hasn't been the same since he left Georgia. And I do think Cherry is the better corner, but like I said, very happy for Elijah. Like this may fit the scheme because they do have some big body corners over there.
All right,
that is a question.
Like you were saying earlier, though, Rob, this also is not a one-off thing for the Sentinels to do this in the draft. I think it was 2 or 3 drafts ago where they took the only sub 70 overall player in the first round.
I don't know, man. Kind of crazy.
Still, though, congrats to Elijah. This very happy for you, man. I mean, Andy Jones Tor. Tor likes having his troublemakers there. In Orlando, so he fits right in. Yeah, he fits right in. So.
Look at all the UGA boys saying he should have stayed.
Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Pioneers, 84 overall across the board. Finished their season 9-8, almost punched their ticket to the playoffs, but did not get it done. Could this pick help them make that a possibility? What do you guys think would be their selection?
So this is my sneaky, like how Rob had with the Tigers. This is my sneaky Bo Sanders pick right here.
Hold on, let me look at these backs for a second.
You think so? I think because Bryce Witherspoon, he's up there. I don't see Mike Troy III or Kelvin Gentry really being
also,
those.
Bryce Witherspoon's a 5'9", 175-pound dude. He's just. It's not who I want to be my Bill Cal back. Now he's good. You get Bo Sanders to be your every down back, and then Bryce Witherspoon can come in and be a relief back. I mean, I know he's a high overall, but with that height and weight, I don't know how much he can really do moving forward. I think Manny Rojas, the next edge, is a real possibility because all of their edge rushers are like 30 and older.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go. I think Manny Rojas.
Smitty, if you make my life miserable with Bo Sanders on the Pioneers, I'm sharpening a blade right now as we speak underneath this table. And I'll find you.
So
if you do this to me.
Dude, all right, pick is in, but you go ahead, Pecan, and then I'll announce it.
I did have them going center here, a 78 overall, 31-year-old center. How many times did we see Javier get hurt last year, which started Devin Diggs to get in his head that he was a franchise cornerback? I feel like you got to go offensive line here if you're the Pioneers and protect Javier and Kyle Bain now, who's there too. So.
All right, it's time to announce the pick. With the 11th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Pittsburgh Pioneers selects Manny Rojas, defensive end from Florida.
Wow.
76 overall star.
Look at Smitty, man.
From Florida.
Yeah, and Forbes hit the nail on the head. Like their edges are both 30 plus, and so it's like you get Rojas in there at a 76. He's gonna be a day one starter, and he's gonna do great things over there.
Yeah, that was something that Dunn brought up on their player preview the other day, was how older this defensive line is, and they just got a great quality pick here. And Manny Rojas, I had north of 18 sacks this past season. You know, and they, you know, the Pioneers, you know, Evans and them guys, they get another user to that locker room, so.
You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I didn't know. I thought Smitty was going to add in.
Oh, no. And this is pretty much what y'all hit on the edge. Hit it on the nail pretty much about them aging at that defensive end position. You get a young guy here that is a stud, got great development, that helps make that Pioneers defense, which has been, you know, one of the big factors for them, really solid. Their defense has always been a tough bunch for the most part. Their offense just says, you know, struggle, but you want to maintain that defensive presence that keeps you in games. And so, but adding Manny Rojas to that bunch and having him be an active user, you know, hopefully, you know, that can just make that continue on, especially with the likes of also off the edge. You got Jesse Newhouser, who won linebacker defensive player of the year. So, I mean, this is another top-notch player to add along with that that's going to make the Pittsburgh Pioneers scary.
Manny Rojas also played for USC back in CS5 and CS6, another 4-year player as well that had a, you know, like a lot of, he had the longevity. We got to see him play a lot. You know, and there was many times where his, you know, the Florida defense needed to play. Now, the offense didn't help too much, but when the defense needed to play, we got to see Manny Rojas come in and make a play. You know, Ethan Marks was kind of the ones that got all the numbers, but Manny Rojas was the one who came up at the biggest moments when Florida needed him to be, especially in the Texas A&M game, the one that I called. He came in right at the time when I was like, somebody needs to make a play here, and that's what Manny Rojas did. So this is a great pick for the Pioneers.
So you're telling me that the Florida Gators had 2 top 11 picks and can only get to 6 wins?
I mean,
man, I wish I had the
was
bill.
right this season.
That's wild.
Almost was the season before, too. They bested by 1 game.
That's foul.
Oh, no, they was on your head about that because you was off, and then this whole season about, oh, your prediction going to be off again.
JoJo, don't listen to these guys, man.
Oh.
Poor JoJo, man. Oh, come on, guys.
Who we got up next? Oh, I know Q's excited. Oh, and first off, congrats to Manny Rojas, though, man. 4 years in the college series, and he's finally in the pros, so. Who do we think the Thunderbirds take here?
And honestly, looking at this, the only thing I'm looking at they need is O-line. I mean, that you could go see this year.
Well, now that the Sentinels just passed up on Kenzo Udo.
Oh, shit, are you showing the pick right now?
Huh? No.
What is this here? Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I saw 88 overall. I was like, who came in 88 overall?
That's just the overall of the T-Bird.
You mean Wyatt Harris? You didn't get an 88?
Yeah.
What?
I was like, bro, I was about to shut the whole stream down. 88.
But it's like you just said, Peacock. If it ain't the O-line, I think it's definitely Kenzo Udo. I mean, you got ESJ over there, all pro, of course. Then you got the 33-year-old Moran Cola.
270,000 reloads, man. I don't know, man.
I don't know. At this point, do you go for CB4 or do you go for O-line number 2?
These are Davis right here. Yeah, because I had them going.
Our guy LC Tres.
LC Tres and Mitchell Grant. So they don't have a back.
Wait, how old is LC3?
I think he's like 28.
Okay, never mind.
Let me see. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't know why I thought he was like 30 something.
29.
I will say they will probably take a quarterback in this draft, but he's holding a clipboard for 5 years.
Bo Sanders here has been. Who they have? Knight there?
Yeah, they got Marcus Knight and Rashad Boston. I don't think they go running back.
They got Boston. Rashad Boston.
Yeah, I don't think they go Bo. I think honestly, when I looked at their team, because Reed Zinger, he's not going to turn into a star, and he's 77 overall. Their center, Rashawn Manning, he's a 74 overall normal dev, and he's not getting any younger, and he's just, that's a 74 overall at center.
T-Bird's locker room was going crazy right now. I know it is.
Well, the pick is in.
Oh, okay.
Pick is in.
With the 12th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Atlanta Thunderbirds selects Caesar Davis Jr., offensive lineman from Ohio State, 78 overall star.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, that was the one spot. I'm looking at this talented roster. That was the one spot I thought they could go O-line.
It's a safe pick, man. And now they got guy, more pass protection. So that's gonna be crazy, man.
That's a big boy. 265, 325.
325. Oh yeah.
This was the second best offensive lineman, in my opinion, in this class, right behind Casey Chestnut. So many pancake blocks. Mix, we know how much you love the pancakes, man. And this guy pancake a lot of players in all of those games. So this now makes 6 Ohio State players. 50% so far of 12 picks. It's 6 Ohio State players. The record is Georgia with 7 first-round picks, and we already have 6.
I know you want to break that record so bad.
Absolutely.
You want to destroy that record, man.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the draft, almost at that record.
Yeah, this is getting very interesting now, man. There's a lot of talent still on this board, and only how many more picks left? 16? How many?
We're at the 13th now.
13.
Yeah,
19
picks. It's about to get really good here too, because now all of these players are going off the board, and wasn't expecting Kenzo Yudo to fall. But let me just say, for the Thunderbirds, when you got Caesar Davis, who is now a star, an offensive lineman, they get that XP. Like, don't they get something like a XP boost from Madden?
You said what?
Say that one more time.
Offensive line players get like a lot of XP points too, right? Like, so they're always upgrading.
It's opposite. They don't get it like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, O-line doesn't upgrade very well. That's why, like, you'll see in the RFL that, like, people will value an 85 overall offensive lineman more than they value a 92 overall receiver, because it's harder to get offensive linemen in the RFL.
Well, now you possibly got your center here too. So, do the Thunderbirds play him at center over Manning, or do they play him at guard over Zing? So he's probably going to be playing like a lot of center for the Thunderbirds. So.
All right, next up on the board, we got the Toronto Huskies.
Guys, I'm looking at the Huskies roster, and I have no idea who they take.
They do have a great team.
They have a great, could you go safety this early? They got a 33-year-old.
He's still on the board.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a lot of talent.
And it's maybe who would be the next best edge?
The next best edge?
Yeah.
Russell Shackelford or Randy Wilson?
Yeah, that's why I don't think you go that early for them. So, I mean, Diamond Armani.
Diamond Armani might be the best player in the draft.
Oh, Diamond Armani? Oh,
yeah,
my
he hasn't
goodness.
been drafted yet. He's still there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but Smitty doesn't draft him that high.
He doesn't value safeties.
Oh, he picked that quick.
Yeah, big Sim guys.
Quick on that.
Might as well go ahead and draw it since you guys don't know.
This is a stud.
With the With the 13th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Toronto Huskies selects Diamond Armani, safety from Clemson, 79 overall star.
Yeah.
79. That's what I called it. Again, like I see that free safety, 33 years old. You got Diamond. You just seen it every weekend and week out. Diamond Armani's all over the place on the field.
And he's a safety that you can plug and play even in the sub-line back or spot 2. One of the best safeties for the last 3 years of this college series. And the Huskies just got a great pick here.
This guy's been on a talented team, man. You know, I think he's going to an even better, franchise here with the Huskies. Obviously, a very reputable franchise here. So you're gonna get Dylan. We're gonna go ahead and get a safety, buddy. This is a train wreck of a player, bro. Like this guy here, man. And I'm looking at that defense as well. Well, I'm not looking at it now, but I know it. I know that defense very well, bro. So this is a stud here. Smitty starting off break.
Has to.
He should, bro. Be. Other dude is 82 overall and he's 33. So yeah.
Okay, and with the reloads he has, and with the reloads that he has, I mean, and the defensive players get the better, XP stuff. I mean, this guy, I mean, with how big he is, you can play him just like I said in the sub linebacker spot. Made some very big plays. He's a 2-time national champion for the Clemson Tigers, and he also coached them last year. So. This is a very exciting pick for the Toronto Huskies to have.
We still got some tape playing, so I'm just running it.
Yeah. No, who is? Do they have any users on this team?
I think a few.
On the Huskies?
Not many though.
Armani, you might be joining. Hey, Armani, start that locker room up because there isn't many guys.
Yeah, create the culture.
Create the culture, which is what he's great at. He is great at creating a culture. Clemson really didn't have a big one, until really Diamond Armani and those boys came in, and Diamond was a big reason for that. So, this is time for him to start that culture for the Huskies.
Yeah, the last user they had was the YouTuber's name. What's his name?
Param Crow.
Param Crow, yeah.
79 overall too at star depth. He's going to be instantly starting. So I like that pick. So, man.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the range right now. You selected.
Well, and you watch this tape, and you see he could play everything. Like he's great. I mean, he was a do-it-all safety for all 3 years of his career. Like that's how insane he was. And for Smitty to take a safety this high, this obviously means that you prove something to Smitty.
To be honest, the vibes he gives me, and only real RFLers will know this guy, is Casey Lott.
Yeah.
Casey Lott, that's the type of player he embodies. Because, I mean, literally Casey Lott has the nickname the Swiss Army knife and can do anything. And I feel like he can do the same thing. He can play safety, he can play corner, he can play linebacker. He's just going to be all over the field for the defense. And he's active. So, I mean, that's going to make him through the roof a future Hall of Famer more than likely.
Diamond, just stay out of those chats, brother. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, next up we got another familiar face here, Mexico City Diablos.
Forbes back again.
Yeah. I think we know what this is going to be.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's talking about like we know he's mentioned it. He even put McGafferty on the trade block. I think it's gonna be a quarterback here. Colorado Rivers probably.
Or Jaden Young, because Jaden Young is still on the board too. So, I mean, Jaden Young's still on the board. Colorado Rivers is on the board. It's been kind of an open secret now that the Diablos are looking for their quarterback of the future. So, I think this is where you go with your cornerback if you're Mexico City. And with Dior Gore there, Jaden Young to Dior Gore for another 5 to 10 years.
Oh, the pick is in.
Oh. Yeah, see that quick.
Well, I was thinking about it, making my selection while you guys were still talking about money.
With the 14th pick of the first round of the RFL draft. Oh, hold up. I don't know why I got the Huskies logo showing up here. Let me get that up. Make sure it's clean. All right. Back to what I was saying. With the 14th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Mexico City Diablos selects Colorado Rivers, quarterback from Clemson, 75 overall star.
Ooh, a 75. Smitty, you did nice, man. I was over here when I was like, oh, man, he's going to be like a 72. He's going to be a 71. Smitty hates quarterbacks.
You just made Forbes tonight, bro.
I mean, you can't get it. You can't deny that he. A lot of the knock that people had on him was the fact that he had great talent around him. But I saw him be able to extend, even though he had great talent at Utah too before he transferred. He still made a lot of great plays. The interceptions were a problem for him. We saw that. But other than that, I mean, he still was making a lot of great plays for his team. And people also kind of forget he was also up there with Dylan Lewis and Jaden Young, that Hunter Mackey Award season in CS7 that Young ended up getting. And he was top. He didn't start out the season too great, but the way he ended the season that year, it was top tier. And he still had over 5,000 passing yards in that season, which he only did with those other two guys I mentioned. And so he is a big-time playmaker. You can see him also being a big-time threat, being able to use his legs very fast. Just a playmaker, to play extender. And I think he deserved to be up there in that rating.
Yeah, the only reason that... Oh, go ahead.
No, go on, Mix.
No, I was just going to briefly say that the only reason that he is not a Cougar is because me and Forbes got together and colluded with each other. No. Look, I like this guy. You guys know I've been posting my little meme videos and everything, trolling him for a year. But no, it was just because I had the Ohio State package. I felt like I was going to get those guys. They're all teammates and everything. But this is a great player, man. And Forbes. Is he starting Forbes or no? What are you doing, Forbes? Is he starting Forbes?
We'll find out.
Is Bill Lewis starting?
Or you're going with the black? You already know Dylan is starting.
I think you got your answer. I don't know.
Let me just say, this is another guy that even though he didn't have the stats quite like, he didn't maybe match what Jaden Young or Dylan Lewis did in stats, but what he also had was kind of something that Dylan Lewis had, was the clutch factor. How many times for Clemson did they need a play to win a game? And we saw it a bunch this past year and the year before that, and even in Utah in CS6, when they needed a play to win this game, Colorado Rivers was able to be that guy. And how about this for Dior Gore? Someone just mentioned this. He just goes from playing with Dylan Lewis to Jaden Young to now Colorado Rivers.
That is crazy. That's a crazy storyline.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't think about that at all. That's fire.
What some people don't know is I made a trade like as soon as the season ended, the RFL season ended with the Crusaders, and I got on the phone with Smitty and told him I'm trading up number 9 for Rivers. So Rivers has been the guy for me for like the last 4 months.
Nice.
All right, so we're about
That's
to go
a
on
great
to
pick.
the next pick, who is the brand new head coach, Coach Bartman in the London Bulldogs. You guys
I had
think
them
they
going
snag?
Diamond Armani, but now Diamond Armani's in Toronto.
You think somebody takes another safety this high up? Because I do think there's a drop off at the
Well,
safety.
no,
I'm not drafting for.
yeah.
Him.
That's right.
Yeah. He's been here long enough to the point where he can draft.
I get confused.
He could really.
Now they can't trade. That's the only thing. He can't do any trading in his probationary period. But yeah.
So look at the O-line guys. Look at the DBs, the cornerbacks, because he could really, really be a jerk and upgrade his O-line. Even though it's great, you know, he still could do that. He could add a DB. Well, wait a second. Let me look at the linebackers. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no linebackers have been taken yet.
Well, he need Sam and Will are a little.
Yeah, he could. I could see him doing that. I could see him. You know, so
linebackers are starting to become.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
I know the way that the previous coach, he set up this team very, very well. But if there's a spot, I mean, with Diamond Armani gone, I mean, do we see maybe 3 straight Clemson players here? Does he go get Juan Redden?
All right, the pick is in. With the 15th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the London Bulldogs selects Kenzo Udo, cornerback from Penn State, 73 overall star.
Dog.
Oh,
Dog.
73 overall and a star.
Now he's on there with who?
Tiller and Lockhart.
Yeah, Tiller. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, let's see. So, you guys see this overall here? Now we got to go back to pick 12. What was it? Pick 10?
Pick 10.
Yeah. You see this now?
Yeah.
And something told me that Kenzo was going to be the higher overall, and he's also got 269,000 euros, bro. But see, sometimes sometimes we get confused because guys are popular. You don't see Kenzo doing a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Right? So you wouldn't know that, right?
It's 3 things.
Oh boy.
Higher overall, reloads, and star dev over the normal dev.
Oh, the normal dev. Yeah.
At a 73
this is a sneaky
overall.
good pick for the Bulldogs.
This was a guy who had a great year. I mean, he's also a 4-year player. He played at Tennessee in CS5, played at Miami in CS6, played at Penn State the last 2 years. You know, he made a name for himself, you know, at Tennessee, played great with Miami. Didn't have like the best CS7, but CS8, Kenzo Udo reminded everybody that, hey, I'm one of the top cornerbacks in this class. You know, and he's just been a great community guy for years too. London got themselves a really great player here to play with Lockhart and Tiller. You know, and Kenzo Udo, he's now going to come in with a chip on his shoulder, and pretty sure the Bulldogs and the Sentinels are in the same conference. I don't know if they play each other, but I bet you Udo now has a big chip on his shoulder with the Sentinels passing up on him, and I think he's going to want to make them pay.
Yeah, they're in different conferences though. The Bulldogs, they're in that
they're in
international conference.
Different divisions.
Oh, it's
Same
never
conference,
mind.
right?
Never mind, I'm tripping. Oh yeah. I thought you said divisions. I don't know why, but yeah.
I just think Kenzo Udo, of what he did for Penn State this year, we saw. I mean, they became the first Big Ten champions outside of Ohio State since CS2, and Kenzo Udo was a big reason for that. You know, his experience, and he's a great locker room guy. He's a great leader, and you know, him joining over there with Brewer, Jermaine Taylor, like that's a bunch of guys that he can lean on and get that RFL Pro experience, and you know, and help guide him on what to use those reloads for. So I mean, he's joining a great locker room. So that's a great pick for Barton to make with his first ever RFL draft pick.
So off the reloads alone, guys, what is the upgrade look like when he's finishing next season?
Dude, he's a 73 now. He's at least an 80. I think he can do the game every week. Or I mean, not every week, but every upgrade season.
Every upgrade, every upgrade period is a student of the game.
Yeah.
I think he definitely reaches 80, especially if Josh decides to focus him like every week or so. He has the potential to like go up almost 10 overalls in one season.
Yeah, we talked about this in my locker room. The issue is that I need the highest overall DB now. You know what I mean? With the loss of Keone. So that's the only thing that had me hesitant about this guy. But I knew that this guy's reloads were going to make him a beast by the end of the season. Man, passing on this guy was a tragic mistake.
You're not talking about you, right? Or are you talking
not for me.
Mistake passing on this guy. Yeah, we already know who.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I like that pick.
You only had 3 corners on the roster, I think, right?
Yeah, I've got 3 corners on the roster. I need a guy now, and I needed the highest overall. I couldn't, get a guy 71, 72, 73 overall. Not gonna help me out, right? So,
but the certain team that we're talking about that could have 100%.
Yeah, I don't want to beat them to the ground, but I mean, look, we're analyzing, and I think that a lot of us have spent a lot of time watching games, recording games, reading the Discord, just in the community. This is what we do, right? And so I think that all of us have the same sentiment that Udo, was a sleeper here.
And the good thing too about that is the way they bless young cornerbacks, especially rookies, for meeting their goals. Yeah. I think he could possibly get over an 80 by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Davian Spriggs came in as a 77 and he's at 85 overall. Like that's insane.
That's nuts.
That was huge.
Nuts.
All right, so we got the Sacramento Miners on the board. They finished 10-7 last year, 78 overall team with an 88 offense, 87 defense. Where do you guys think Coach Dunn goes?
My initial thought is that kind of how I traded away Piku and then replacement receiver. Well, he traded me, Yasir Red, his starting tackle. No tackles have come off the board yet, so he has the chance to take whoever the best tackle in the class is.
So if we're looking at that, then that.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Cody
that.
Nelson, Greg Dunham are still on the board.
Dunham, Chuck Bynum. Trip Zimmer is still there. I'm really high on Trip Zimmer, Pecan. I like that guy.
Which one? There's 2 of them.
Well, I changed the name. The Miami guy got his name changed because I felt like Trip for an urban guy wouldn't make sense, so I changed him to Trent Zimmer. And
Trent Zimmer.
Yeah, Trent Zimmer and Ohio State's Trip.
I mean,
I know Don runs a 3-4. They could possibly go Brian O'Connor, man.
I don't think that makes sense with Jedediah Richardson.
Ooh, wait a second.
Yeah, but they run a 3-4.
They
need another linebacker. They got
a
35 and 32-year-old.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Brett Rattay is
him with Bain?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
with Jedediah and Bain?
I think their biggest need is D tackle, but outside of Wyatt Harris, I think D tackle was the weakest position in this class.
Yeah.
So I don't think.
I wouldn't take Jamari Logan here, or who was the other one? Ishmael Abara. I probably wouldn't go for them like this, like late. I do think because I have I do have Jamari Logan there at the 25th pick, but the Shamrocks don't have that pick anymore. But I do think the Miners, they could go offensive lineman, but this is still a very offensive lineman draft. And with how many picks that the Miners have, they can wait. They can wait to take their offensive lineman, and I think they go get Brian O'Connor here.
All right, so we are halfway through the draft after this pick, and it's time to make the announcement of who's going to Sacramento. With the 16th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Sacramento Miners selects Cody Nelson, offensive tackle from Utah, 74 overall star.
Nice.
Yep, makes perfect sense after trading Nasir Reed.
And their offense, man, was very good last season. They have a lot of great drives down the field. They score touchdowns. I think that this now is definitely going to solidify that even more now and give them more consistent drives down the field. So that's a great pick, Dunner. Love that one, bro.
I do think there's there's a gap in the line here. Because you look, Casey Chestnut, who's a 79, Cesar Davis is a 78, and all of a sudden we have a 4 overall drop off to Cody Nelson.
That's an offensive
Well,
tackle.
that's a tackle on a guard. Tackle on guard are different.
Yeah, but as we know, as Pecan said, especially like how we play, a lot of these are interchangeable. So
True.
There are definitely some old linemen in between because I don't think there's just a 4 drop off difference between the next O line.
Y'all do want to know? I do know. I mean, with Cody Nelson though, he only gave up, in my opinion, he only gave up 5 sacks through 2 years when he had Eric Alcorn as his cornerback. We got to see what Vince Reed was able to do at running back for these guys. So I still think this is a great pick with a 74 overall and a star depth too. But maybe you could have gone, who's the other offensive tackle here? You maybe could have gone Greg Dunham or Chuck Bynum for Alabama. But Cody Nelson is still a great pick. 6'7", 320 pounds. That guy is a fridge. Holy moly.
6'7".
Don't start that.
6'7".
Don't start that,
I
man.
didn't even realize. Yeah,
I'm ready to stump the kids out in elementary right now.
That's a perfect moment for it.
But he is a star depth, though. So even if folks are like, "Oh, he's the 74," no, that's still good. That's what you want out of a quality offensive lineman. I'm pretty sure the other offensive lineman,
Antoine Moore.
No, the one that's on the minors now. Didn't he come in as like a 73 overall?
Eric Ashley.
Yeah, he came in as a 73 overall, and look what he's been for the minors now the last 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. So and you still got a Gordon K there. 30. He's 31, but he's an 81 overall. You can sit Cody Nelson for a year until he gets ready to start if you want to.
If there is anybody that I've noticed that has a nose for finding someone that fits what he wants, Dunn knows how to find guys that fits what he wants to do. And obviously he likes what he sees from Cody Nelson, that he's going to be able to do what the miners want to do. So.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Columbus Explorers. Finished 9-8 last year. A little bit underperformed, but of course things were different due to first year being all in one file. So schedules and teams got a lot harder. 87 overall team with an 89 offense, 85 defense. Where do you think Columbus goes?
The Explorers have 2 first-round picks. I
think corner.
Sitting there.
Yeah. Well, if they go corner, I forgot to mention this guy. Robinson is still there, guys, from Clemson.
Exactly what I was about to say. Brian Robinson, I think that would be the perfect selection. I think you mocked him to the Explorers also, Pecan, but I think that would be.
When I was doing this mock, I was doing it in my head. If I was the coach of the Explorers, who would I take here? Yeah. And I would say Brian Robinson at cornerback. Their cornerbacks are old enough to be a part of the AARP club, so they need cornerbacks.
Yeah, I mean,
Brian Robinson's rating is going to tell me.
And Brandon Cherry and JoJo Carter, all these other corners still on the board, they still have the chance because they let that old linebacker walk, didn't they, Smitty? I forgot what his name is.
Andrew Johnson?
Vondre Preston?
Both.
Is that his name?
All right, pick is in.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I don't think they go Bo Sanders here. No.
I think it's linebacker.
With the 17th pick in the first round of the RFL draft, the Columbus Explorers selects Brian Robinson, cornerback from Clemson, 76 overall star.
And like you just said, that makes perfect sense. You got a 31.95 Chamberlain, 29.79, and then a 32.76. So he's gonna slide right in and at least be the slot corner.
Oh boy.
What's funny? What happened?
Anyway,
I'm gonna reserve my comments for myself.
This guy really made a name for himself. He also played with Colorado Rimbers at Utah back in CS6. Really made a name for himself. A huge reason why Ohio State's 24-game winning streak ended was because of how dominant he was in that game in the playoffs in CS6. CS7, he caught a pick 6 in the national championship game. So this was a guy who I personally got offended by many times. You know, and he steps up in the biggest stages for, you know, when he needs to make a play, and especially of when his team needs to win. You know, and with the absence of Princeton Butler, he came in and did his thing. So, I mean, there was really only that one play, you know, that really got bad for him in the Miami game. But outside of that, man, this is a great cornerback to have for the Explorers, and they get younger now because, just like we have all said, their cornerbacks are. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're both over the age of 30 years old. So this is a pick that the Explorers desperately needed, and they needed to get younger on that side of the ball.
And I want to apologize to Brian Robertson as well, man, because I didn't reference him earlier, right? I think I referenced Ball and Cherry, right?
Cherry, yeah.
I did actually mean to reference Robinson, and I knew that this guy was a monster, right? So, yeah. Boy.
That's great. I owe him an apology too because I completely missed off that one. Yeah. And then you wrong, Mix. I know what you was thinking about earlier.
Hey, but this does make the 5th corner taken in the first round in a deep cornerback class.
This is
Wow.
I just think this is you know, the Explorers are playing with house money here with 2 picks in, you know, in the first round, and I mean, and for them to have Brian Robinson land to them after we've now seen 4 cornerbacks go before them, and for them to get who obviously looking at his overall so far, he's so far the 3rd best overall cornerback in this class from what we have seen. So that's a great pick for the Explorers.
All right, next up we have, once again, the OKC Bisons.
I think this has been a big talking point, especially between us and here. I think if Bo Sanders does not go here, he might not go in the first round at all.
Because I had him going to the Red Dragons with the 16th pick, but they traded that pick out.
Yeah, like that. I definitely think they go Bo Sanders here.
Yeah, the Bisons have a lot of needs, but they also have a lot of picks.
What about the linebackers, guys? Don't we still have some stud linebackers?
Yeah, but they have Alvin Mack and Logan Russell.
All right, what about the tight ends, guys?
Ooh, I mean, they got
Lucas
Butler and Sean Acosta, and they're both very, very young. I don't think this is where Arturo Flores goes, or I don't think this is where
the award winner.
They can go receiver. They can take whoever the 3rd receiver is. You know, Gusto is aging. They have Sheffield, who just won Rookie of the Year, didn't he? And then the next guy is... Huh?
Wait a second, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry, Ford, but negative 118 reloads for Mr. Torres. Forbes, we talked about this. We've talked about this.
Jaden Young.
We've talked about this.
Jaden Young could be...
I know he's been around. I know they signed the contract, you know, but I don't know. We'll see.
He's
pretty high overall, right? He's okay.
He's the 86 overall. Torres is. Yeah.
All right. With the 18th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Oklahoma City Bison selects Bo Sanders, running back from Clemson, 80 overall star.
God,
80 overall.
Like I said,
Wow.
Sanders, you think one of the best CSF picks of all time. The Amir Williams to Cam Purse to Darnell Hodges. Bo Sanders is right there in that conversation.
Yeah. And you know, and I said the other night too, Hodge, that I think he's the best running back that we've seen. I think that he didn't play as much as the other backs, and I think he still did a lot of damage. And this guy definitely controls the offense. This is a monstrous pick for the Bisons, bro. Wow.
We just now seen 4 Clemson players within the last 5, 6 picks now.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean this team is really starting to show off its talent-wise. Bo Sanders is one of the best running backs we have ever seen. Now the issue is that they never gave him the ball. But guess what? When they gave him the ball, he just did things that no other running back was doing, and that's no disrespect to Zach Tank or Shady Houston. Bo Sanders, when he got the ball in his hands, he was just a different animal. Finally winning running back of the year as well. I think right didn't he beat Tremaine James this past year, Smitty?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's a 2-time running back of the year award winner, the Trey Wormsley Award. Won it twice in his career. Had 27 rushing touchdowns this past season, which is just absolutely insane. And I think you said it best, is like, we haven't seen a running back of this caliber since Darnell Hodge, Cam Perk, and Zamir Williams. That's how dominant he is. And he's also a 2-time national champion as well. This is a great pick for the Bison, because this was talk that, like, we know of when they did have the number 2 pick, that they wouldn't use this pick at number 2 on a running back. And like, where could Bo Sanders go? He obviously goes here with the Bison. Good pick at 18, and what a tremendous pick.
Yeah, so all the Bison fans be thanking me right now. They got Ethan Marks and Bo Sanders thanks to me.
Wow. That is crazy.
And Kazim Cash, what a 1-2 punch that is for Mike, as well. As you now have Kazim Cash. You got Lusk, who can probably play some goal line there. So that's a great running back room.
Are we still live?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. The commercial is throwing me off right now. Yo, I just want to point out too, man, this guy, his first step is absolutely monstrous. His second step is crazy, but then he's very difficult to take down, man. So this guy's a stud. Also, if you guys didn't hear me, 300,000 reloads.
Yeah, it's big.
Oh my goodness.
I think he's
That's a
max
huge
out.
weapon too, man, for them. Receivers were an issue, for the team. They got Sam Gusto. He was a beast, but he's old. He's aging out. The other guys really didn't help out too much. Kentaro Sheffield, he was a baller too, but I think getting another weapon elsewhere that can contribute to the run and the pass game, like Bo Sanders, that's a huge, impactful player for them to be able to, get that offense on par, because it was one of the worst offenses in the league last year, and you can credit that to the offensive line being so bad. Could have went offensive line more than likely here, but when you got a chance to pick up a running back of that talent, in comparison, I think you go Bo Sanders instead over that offensive lineman you could have got. So that was the thought process behind that pick.
And they still have 3 more picks in like the next 20, 25 picks too. So they didn't have to go offensive line here.
Yeah. And next up, we have the Memphis Steamers on the board.
The Steamers.
Oh boy, here it goes.
I think this pick is also also pretty obvious, man.
To me too.
They just traded away Kurt Peterson. They've made it a rumor all off season long that they're trying to find Reed Wagner's successor.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, Jaden Young has fallen to 19.
Yeah.
I think, and they're also another one of those teams where, like, what else do they draft other than someone who impacts, maybe not this season because Reed Wagner, but are they going to draft a 4th-string receiver, a 5th-string corner, a backup offensive lineman? If you're going to draft a backup anyway, while you have an aging quarterback, you go get your franchise guy or the successor to the franchise guy.
All right, I'm back, y'all. So the Steamers, are we thinking they may go Jaden Young here?
Yeah, I just wanted a little bit about that.
Woo! I mean, after what they just witnessed with the collapse of what Reed Wagner did in the playoffs.
Oh,
kick is in.
KC has shoot us.
All right.
But they need offensive line help too. I mean, I have them taking Javier Valera.
With the 19th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Memphis Steamers selects Jaden Young, quarterback from Alabama, 76 overall star.
Okay.
Oh yeah, see there you go. That's the perfect setup for the future. I gotta deal with him twice a year, but it's the perfect setup for the future.
Yeah, that's a great pickup right there, man. Star Dad. What is this reload count, guys?
I think it's like 110,000.
Yeah,
that's a good pick for them.
And hey, this just shows how good the quarterback class this year compared to last ones. We had a 77, a 76, and a 75 overall quarterback. This does not happen in the RFL very often.
Yeah, I'm really shocked by some of these overalls.
This is why I was telling everybody, this is the best quarterback class that we are going to see. But
I think I told O'Connor that there was not going to be any 80 overalls. So I apologize, O'Connor.
Yeah. 3 of them?
Yeah.
Ciao.
All right. Oh, it's my turn.
No, but to speak on this, so even with Jane and Young, though, I mean, like, this is, he doesn't have to play right away. Obviously, you got Reed Wagner. Obviously, Justin Jones has seen enough tape that he wanted to go get Jaden Young to be his guy, for the future. So, I think of what we saw with Jaden Young do, he stepped up big time when he transferred to Alabama. He started at Georgia his first year, made a name for himself when he came back. He had one of the biggest comebacks we have ever seen when they were down 23-0 against Miami in CS5, and they came back to win that and win that game. They had a rough end of the year, and then he goes to Tennessee, tries to step in Tyon's shoes there. Didn't get the same amount of success there, only like 24 touchdowns, I think, but he goes to Alabama in CS7 and absolutely unloads. 60 total touchdowns is absolutely insane. Wins himself a Mackey Award. And this is a guy that, with Reed Wagner there, you don't have to start him right away. You can let him sit and build. And I know the Aviators right now are not happy with this pick. The Aviators, if you're an Aviators fan or an Aviators GM, you are not happy with this pick at all. You were kind of hoping that maybe he would, that the Steamers would go somewhere else and get their quarterback in the next round. So now it's like, what do the Aviators do? So we'll have to wait and see. But congrats to Jaden Young, man. Going to a great team with Justin Jones there and Steve. I would say Rodney Goins, but he's in London now. No, he's in New England now. So not Rodney. But.
I also want to point out, Econ, the touchdown to interception ratio this season: 42 tutties, 16 INTs, right?
Yeah.
On a very good explosive Bama team, 5,400 yards this season, and I think that in his mind he felt like he's the number one guy, right? But when you look at the numbers, right, you got 77, 76. They're right there, right? So I think this is a great pickup here for the Steamers, especially with Jones coming back.
That's a big change, right? And that's a big change. And now with him there, I feel like Justin Jones is going to trust Jaden Young when his time comes. And Jaden, I hope he's patient enough, but I don't think Justin Jones would have taken him there if he didn't probably have that chat if he didn't have that chat with him.
Yeah. Aviators can still get KC.
Yeah, but is KC worth the first round pick?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, I know the Marshalls are up and everything, and
wait, I thought he had big lows though. I thought he had over 200,000 lows. Am I wrong?
He does, but is that?
But is overall worth it enough? I mean, of what he's going to be, do you think he's going to be worth the first a first round pick? You know.
So Rado is 75.
Yeah.
So KC is looking at what, 71, 72?
But we have been saying that these three guys were the best, and then there's a
tier gap.
There's a big tier gap between Dylan Lewis, Young, Rivers.
Yeah, and I know the underperformance seasons just above 500 and everything.
I think that is the next big talking point. Is now that the three quarterbacks are gone, do the Aviators still take a quarterback in the first round? Because they have to take one, or they're starting a 70 overall, like 25-year-old.
Yeah, next up we got the DC Marshals and Coach Hodge, who's on, of course, the panel with us. Who you guys think he's going to take?
Well, I projected Juan Redden to go here. You look at the safeties on this team. You know, they have great cornerbacks. They need a safety, and I've been mocking them. Juan Redden here for the longest time, and I think that's where he's going to go.
Yeah, I'm with Peacock here. Safety's by far the biggest need. Currently, they're starting a safety that only has 82 speed and is like 32, 31 years old.
Who's that?
Frederick Roper, Craig Chapman, Marvin Burge. Both of these guys are 30 years old.
They got Craig Chapman from the. He was a Shamrock City, right? Chapman.
Yeah.
He's been all over his journey.
He's really old and really slow. So they need some
fresh in though. All right, let's go ahead and make it known. With the 20th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the DC Marshals selects Juan Redden.
Nice.
Free safety from Clemson, 76 overall, star. Something's going on with my soundboard, man.
Great pick.
Liddy with the bless, 76. Let's go.
That's nice, man.
But yeah, like y'all was just saying, like the regression hit Roper bad. It gave him like -6 speed. I'm like, God. And then, you know, after I traded Cito, he was about to start aging off. You know, I just got the trade for Bridges. So Juan Redden's gonna fit in perfectly with Loso, Howard, Bridges. So all my corners are like 23 or younger, and then we still got AAA. He made some plays for us last season too, but I'm very happy, very excited for the pick.
Yeah, that's a great pick there, Coach, man. I love that. Love that pick.
First pick, heart beating, got it out the way. It's a good pick. I love it.
First pick for this guy, man. Let me stop my jokes.
And that's when the guy who I feel like some people, he kind of got overshadowed because Diamond Armani is there, but he was just as good as Diamond Armani. And you look back at what he did in CS8, made so many plays in CS8 for the Clemson Tiger team, especially in CS6 as well. I mean, this was an absolute dog, and while Diamond Armani was playing the sub linebacker spot, it was Juan Redden who was, the high safe, who played the high safety spot and got, the Clemson Tigers to a lot of great spots to be able to win their game. So, he comes in with really good size, and just like, Hodge was saying, this is another user that can come in and be with Lito and Joel Howard. I mean, this is a great pick.
Yeah.
Really.
Without a doubt, he's a day one starter.
Yeah.
One thing I think that's kind of missed when you're drafting is that a lot of these guys, like, this is a team sport, right? So if you got a team that, has a lot of guys and they were successful, then you can kind of, if you're looking at the draft, you see, okay, well, this player probably is going to be a little bit comparable to his teammate. You know what I'm saying? Because they were good together as a unit, right?
Right.
So this is a good pickup there for you, Hodge. Very good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Look at the two teams that have been dominating, and you look at what the college series has been for the last 3 or 4 years. Look at the two teams that are dominating this draft. So, And there's a reason why they are coming in here as some of the best players because of what these two teams have done for the last 3 or 4 years. So,
Lito, if I'm not mistaken, I think Juan also is that the guy who has a famous YouTube GTA like video, like a movie. I think he actually edits and everything, man. So that's gonna be interesting to see if you guys can put your heads together. I believe it's Juan that has like a really famous YouTube a GTA movie, man. It's actually crazy. Saw it probably about a year or so ago.
Next up, we have the Brooklyn Bulls. Finished 11-6 last year. Made it to the playoffs. 85 overall team, and 85 offense, 87 defense.
I think they have to take a DB here.
I agree.
So their second corner, Johnny Shiloh, he's an 83 and 28, but only has 79 acceleration at corner. And then their third corner is a 75, and he's 33 years old. And then you look at their safeties. Both safeties are 29. Freddie Cockerham is 83, but he's got the same issue where he's got 87 speed and 82 acceleration. So I don't think you have one DB. You have two DBs with 82 acceleration or lower playing. I think they just have to. I don't think they can do that, especially in the RFL with all these fast receivers, fast tight ends, fast running backs. They can't afford to have two different players that slow.
So I'm just going to go off. I feel like the Bulls have had a problem getting the halfback going, man. What's his name? David, right? And I'm not sure if it's David or if it's the line, right? So I'm curious to see what they do because I feel like that he used to be an amazing back, but he's kind of regressed, and I'm wondering if it's the O-line, man. So I'm wondering do you guys think maybe a lineman here would be justified?
I do think they can go O-line here. Maybe Joshua Thompson, maybe an interior O-line. Looking at the O-lineman, they're old. Yeah, the entire interior is over 30. They do have Marquise Glover there, but you still need a little more.
Greg Dunham from Notre Dame could possibly go here,
Okay.
No center's been drafted yet.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, they do have Calvin Cross and Tuner Clax in there, but this is where Rico Cardova could go.
And Rico Cardova could easily move over to like right guard.
Yeah.
If they believe he's better than Joshua Thompson. So he's thinking hard about this one.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, because you can either go offensive line or cornerback here. So
almost every other click was clockwork. He's thinking about this one.
Yeah.
Because I don't see them taking a wide receiver here. They are good there. Tight end wise, they got Glenn Holcomb and Josh Donway, so they're fine there. Running back, I don't see them taking a running back here. So, yeah, really to me, the biggest two spots here is definitely either offensive line, defensive line, or secondary.
All right,
Well,
pick is in.
Oh, there it comes.
With the 20th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Brooklyn Bulls selects Arl Matthews, cornerback from Tennessee. I don't know why my soundboard's not working. But 72 overall normal.
Congrats. Okay, Arl.
Yeah.
Okay, Arl. First round.
That's not having the first round on the top of my head.
There's a lot of DBs that went first round. This might be a record.
Also, I gotta say for this guy, man, he was a 4-year player. Played all 4 years at Tennessee as well. He was one of the few guys from that 4-year group, like everybody at Ohio State, who did a transfer, because he's loyal. But man, he was a really great player for Tennessee. One of the issues that Tennessee was their defense the last few years, but the one guy that wasn't that problem for him was this man, number 11, R.L. Matthews, and I'm so excited to see him play. He's another guy who played for 4 years, you know, made a name for himself in the college series, and you know, just congrats to him to go into a spot, you know, because I honestly had him as a second-round pick. Him being a first-round pick, obviously Smitty likes him a lot more, but we've already seen this is now, and Hodge made a great point, this is now the 6th cornerback off the board, and everyone knew that this was going to be the deepest class of the draft, and the Bulls got themselves a good cornerback for the future. He also has a lot of reloads, so
yeah, that was one of the biggest things as to why I picked him where I did. The Bulls desperately need DB. They got some good DBs there, don't get me wrong, but they're old. The starting cornerback is 32 years old. He's in the 80s. The other one's, he's in the 80s too, but he's 28. Their third string cornerback is a 75 overall, and he's in his 30s. So R.L. Matthews is going to be able to start right away. And with those reloads, as long as he stays active, he can be the top defensive back for this team within a few seasons. He's definitely going to be playing, though, immediately. And so I feel like this is a huge, impactful player. As long as he puts in the work, it's going to show on the field, and as it did there for Tennessee.
What is this overall again, guys?
72.
72.
Well, just like you said, Smitty, cornerback, they develop very well in this game, because we just saw last year how many cornerbacks that are now up there in overall, and with the reloads that he has, and he's going to be playing on the field, there's a good chance he could end the year as a 81, 82 overall. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, how many reloads he has again?
A bunch. He's
a lot.
Like over 200K, right?
I'm pretty sure he's top 5.
Okay, so yeah, see, he got a great shot at reaching 80, even with normal depth. He's still got a shot at reaching 80.
Yeah.
And I know some guys are looking, probably thinking about devs and stuff like that. I can't give out a lot of devs, so I have to be very selective with who I give a star to. Right? I would love to have a lot of other players get some devs, but you know, we do have a limit within the league. I try not to cap that out every season with the rookies, so I use a decent amount and see who deserves it. R. Matthews was almost right there in the cut, man, not gonna lie, but I have already reached my limit by that point, and just had to let him rock out with the normal, but it was worth the pick here, again, simply because of the reloads that he's got, and I think that's not even going to matter, so he'll be there in no time.
That's a great pick, and congrats to a guy who's been a loyal community guy for 4 years, you know, and this is the thing that I always tell everyone. You don't have to talk every day in the RFL chat to be a guy, you know. A lot of guys think that, oh, you're not in the RFL if you don't talk in the chats every day. No, this is a guy who doesn't talk every single day, and look how many reloads he has. Obviously, he's committed, so very happy for this kid, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. You don't have to be chatty to be league first.
Next up, we have the Aviators.
We have the Aviators with all 3 quarterbacks taken.
Yeah. Now it's like, what do they do? Because they still have their pick at 24, right? So they still have the 24th pick.
Is it 22? I thought.
Well,
24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, they have 2 picks, and then they also have a second-round pick. I don't think they go for cornerback here. I don't think they go out, because in my opinion, I've always thought Corey Baines was the 4th best cornerback in this class. I always thought
whether it's Corey Baines or Casey Robinson, I think they're happy with either one, or even Danny Johnson, CJ Johnson, just whoever they get.
Who has the most?
I think they're okay waiting till the second round instead of trying to reach and get one now.
I must have had the wrong pick number on last time then.
Yeah, the must be.
I kind of like I like the storyline though of Casey walking into, you know, St. Louis, right, and running the show, you know, and he's got his reloads and he's improving himself. I don't know, guys. Am I nuts?
No, I mean, if there's any, I think it's the perfect situation for Casey Robinson. because there is no expectations. Everyone knows the Aviators have the worst roster in the league right now.
Well, I also see some players that they could also go take here before they go get their cornerback because, in my opinion, I don't think those guys are worth to take a first-round pick on. I think they are worth to take a second-round pick. When you look at their defensive line, they have a left edge who's a 71 overall normal dead, and they have a 70 overall normal dead. Is this where you go get Russell Shackelford from Ohio State? They don't have a tight end, really. Their highest tight end is Derek Mendoza, a 74 overall at 23 years old.
Hey,
normal dead.
Hey, Peacock, speaking of tight end,
Arturo Flores.
Guy, but you also have Randy Stewart out there still.
Randy Stewart at defensive end as well. So you got Russell Shackelford and oh wait, Randy Stewart is the LSU tight end.
Yes, and isn't he an award winner? Am I wrong? Award winner?
No.
All right, the pick is in, guys.
Oh.
With the 22nd pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the St. Louis Aviators selects Arturo Flores, tight end from Ohio State, 79 overall star.
And it makes perfect sense. He's probably the best tight end in CS history. Like you said, Picande, highest overall tight end is a 73. That's going to be a big target for whatever quarterback they decide to bring in there.
Let me just say, he is the greatest tight end to ever play in the college series that you will ever see play.
Ohio State guy.
There is a reason. Watch his 5 touchdown catches in a playoff game. No player in history of the college series has scored 5 times, has got 5 touchdown passes like Arturo Flores did. And
5 touchdowns in the game?
Yeah, in a playoff game. Not against FCS, in a playoff game. 5 touchdowns. That's how dominant he was, and he did it for 4 years. They just got themselves a great player here. I am so excited for Flores here because he's been a monster for us. I mean, he runs like a wide receiver. Like, he was just scary good, and I'm so excited for him. To be drafted in the first round because I kept hearing Smitty doesn't draft tight ends in the first round. Well, here we go. We finally got this.
Well, you have to be generational. Like,
and he was.
Positions like tight end and running back for Smitty to pick in the first round, you got to be generational. And he is generational.
Peacock, I just want to circle back to this really quickly because I feel like I made some kind of error, but I want to make sure. So this Stewart guy, he didn't win a award last season?
That was Randy Wilson from Oregon, the defensive end.
I thought that was a Stewart that won an award. No?
No, you think about Randy Wilson.
Yeah. But let me just say, Arturo Flores, I mean, this is a great pick for the Aviators. And whatever cornerback does go here, just got himself a safety blanket, just like he was for Dylan Lewis for all 4 years. He was also a 4-year player. I mean, he's had over 1,000 yards all 4 years of his career. So, and just like I said, 5 touchdown catches in a playoff game.
Yeah, this is a great pick by the Aviators. Like Egon was saying earlier, their current tight end was only a 73 overall. Even though he was only 23, you get Flores, who's a 79, so already 6 overall better to start the season with reloads. I mean, they're going from having a guy who's 73 to Arturo could easily be an 85 at the end of the season.
Right.
I'm just so excited. That's now to Perk, who was telling us that it wasn't going to happen. Perk, that's now tied with the first round record of Ohio State players.
Man, you don't have to listen to Perk. He just be talking as always.
I had more. Sharp, you never had the stats that Arturo Flores had. Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp, you were second round pick.
Stop the violence.
Sharp, you never had the stats that this man had. Come on now.
Ooh. It was the violence. You know he gonna back up every Ohio State guy.
I mean, did Flores not show that he deserved it? I mean,
he's trying to brainwash us.
Oh, he said he had more. Now what, Peacock?
more what?
Oh.
More time on the bench.
More sandwiches.
So the Barons, the Barons
are up next. It's their second pick of the first round.
Linebacker.
Brian O'Connor.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah, no coverage linebacker's been taken yet.
Yeah, only a edge one, which was Nick O'Quinn. So we only saw a rushing linebacker go. We haven't seen a Mike or a coverage linebacker go in this draft yet. So, and let's see, the Barons. Well, no, they took Nick O'Quinn. So they still don't have their wide receiver. Is this where TSJ or Mamadou goes?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you doing there, Pecan.
I can see that too. Do they go O-line here?
Yeah. Say they could also go O-line here with only 3 so far being taken.
Yeah, because I think
Joshua Thompson or Cardozo.
Thompson.
Cardozo's still on the board.
Javier Valero is still on the board.
The pick is in.
All right.
With the 23rd pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the New York Barons selects Charlie Dotson, tight end from
Let's go, Charlie.
From Miami, excuse me. 77 overall star.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was hoping Charlie fell, man. Pity you sniped me.
Let's go, Charles. Oh, you may have to mute his Smitty, you'll have to mute his tape because I forgot to mute it when I made it. So, my bad on that one.
Oh, it's all good. I already have it muted.
Okay, so, but let's go, Charles.
Yeah, Charles Dotson.
Hey, Charlie had a nice combine too, guys. I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. I think he had the highest bench press or something in the combine like that.
Don't he block? Does he block 2 guys? Charlie?
Yeah, he's a blocker.
Yeah, he's a good blocker.
Lineman, man. That's dope.
6'5",
Okay, Charlie,
260.
I see you.
That boy gonna be a monster red zone target.
I see you, boy.
That's the TCU catch on there too? Yeah.
You mean Tulane?
I said TCU. Yeah, you're Tulane. That's a bell. I said TCU. I meant
Let's
Tulane.
not forget, this guy, not very many players have caught a Hail Mary for a game winner. Guess who has?
Playoffs.
No, no, that I don't consider a Hail Mary play because that still had like a lot of time left and that was just a normal play. I'm talking like the actual game has it set, a Hail Mary, everyone goes down, it's a Hail Mary pass. Charlie Dodson has a game-winning Hail Mary catch back in CS5 when he was playing for Tennessee against Alabama. I mean, and he can block really, really well. You know, that was kind of the thing that, you know, was kind of the knock on Arturo is that Arturo is more of a receiving tight end. Charlie is kind of like the guy that can do it all. You know, he may not be as fast as Flores, but guess what? He can still catch just as good, and he can block better than Flores. So Charlie Dodson is, you know, another 4-year player. He wanted to stay loyal to Tennessee. He gave us 2 great songs at his time there, you know. If you know, you know. So, but man, Charlie, who's been a great community member, has a bunch of fans. You know, I am a fan of Charlie Dodson. He's been a straight killer, you know, and him and Arturo Flores have kind of always been that tight end A and tight end B. But Charlie has made so many clutch catches in his career, and especially the one against Tulane, you know, for him to get that moment of what he's been out throughout his whole entire career. And, you know, Dorian Chavis, you know, you got yourself a tight end, so don't mess us up.
Yeah, like I said, he was great with Tennessee, but he really just took off this year with Miami. Like this season, that's what really closed the gap with him and Arturo Flores. And I think that's what got Charlie to the 77 star. This was a sensational season he had with Miami.
See, that's now 2.
Next is the Aviators again.
Definitely something, to watch out for. Well, actually, so the Aviators, I don't think they go for quarterback. I think they wait.
I think this is where we see a Russell Shackelford, Randy Wilson,
the
outside linebacker edge rushers, and Hassan Bird.
Cena's out there too, guys.
Cena and
I got Wolford. Wolford was putting in work too for Ohio State.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's
I
also
can see
still on
Shackelford here.
A lot
he's
of
just on Notre Dame. Well, he's still lower
okay.
level, but yeah. There's still a lot of edge rushers there. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had them, of course, this is where I thought, they would get their cornerback here, but I had them in the next round taking Randy Wilson. But I think, you now wait on the quarterback, and I think this is where you go edge. And just like you guys said, there's still Russell Shackelford on the board. You got Randy Wilson, who's still on the board. Wolford is still on the board. So this is where I think they go attack that edge spot.
Pick is in. All right. With the 24th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the St. Louis Aviators selects Casey Robinson, quarterback from Florida. 69 overall number.
Okay.
Makes sense. He got a ton of reloads. I think they had to go quarterback because their next pick isn't until late in the second round. Casey probably would have been gone by then. And he has a ton of reloads, so his pick makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like I was telling Rob when he brought it up, that I think this is the perfect situation for KB Robinson. There's no expectations of the Aviators. Everyone knows they're one of the worst rosters in the league. So even if he goes out there and he's terrible for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter. No one thinks the Aviators are going to light it up anyway, so he can just go, do his thing, and not have to worry.
Yeah, I'm looking at the overall, and I know that might be sound frustrating, but he's put in the work with the reloads. So what I'm going to tell KC right now, bro, is, look, we've seen guys in this position, these 60 overall, 60 whatever guys, they're in a position, right, to collect reloads, and they fall off for whatever reason. So KC, man, look, that 69, right, that can become 75, 76, up there, 80, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta stay in there, stay locked in, man. Make sure that you're progressing, make sure you're checking out all the live games, and get that overall up there, man. Don't fall to the wayside like we've seen so many QBs in this league not take advantage. I mean, you're in an opportune position right now to take over a starting role, so don't worry about the 69. Worry about getting those reloads and getting that overall up.
Yeah,
like
big reason why I went and got Casey Robinson was, again, the main thing is those reloads. I know guys was looking when I was checking reloads in the chat, and that was one of my big determining factors on who I was going to take with the Aviators. And I think, with his size, with his activity, his determination to put in the work, I think he's going to be a long-term guy. He's going to be able to lead the Aviators to success in the future, to turn into that franchise guy. He's got crazy size. I mean, this guy is pretty much built just like Cam Newton. He's got an arm, and he can run. And so when you add all those factors and those weapons of what he can bring to the offense, now, he may be a little overall, but with him putting in the work on his end, that can do a lot of damage in Salt Lake City, especially, again, when you know a guy's going to be putting in the work, as we've seen him do with that reload count. So congratulations, KC, and welcome to Salt Lake City. Welcome to St. Louis.
Let me just say, look at Tyon. Tyon came in as a 69 overall, and now he's starting he's like a 77 now. So, and I don't even think Tyon had as many reloads as KC did. He was a Mackey Award finalist back in CS6 when he played for the Texas Longhorns. He helped them get to the playoffs. Now we know the whole story about them going to the Florida Gators and he going there and it not going the way that, he thought it was going to go. But he put up stats. one of the things that I do want to see him improve is when the ball is in his hands and they need a play to win the game. I do want him to see him get better at that, but I think, with the reloads and everything that he has, I think the Aviators are going to give him that chance. And I like what he brings to the table. And he interviewed very, very well. He was one of the players who did the combine, and he had a tremendous interview. So I'm definitely rooting for him, and I hope, he succeeds for them.
Yeah.
So I think this is a combine boost.
You said what?
Did he get a boost from the combine at all?
With the ratings, we still are doing that, but currently no. All the ratings were still set, so yeah, we'll see when we work on those. I'm going to review that once I do finish all the ratings.
Okay.
I think this also leads into a conversation about the other quarterbacks in this class. So obviously the reloads made KC jump the other guys, but with a 77, 76, and 75 off the board, Smitty felt comfortable enough that whoever quarterback 4 is, he'd rather have a 69 overall Casey Robinson.
Yeah.
He was more comfortable with that, with whoever the 4th highest overall is.
Is this now the most quarterbacks taken in the first round?
We have 4.
Yeah, 4. I think so.
I think it is. Yeah.
I thought did the Dreadnoughts get this pick?
Yeah, the Dreadnoughts are at 25.
Dreadnoughts have this pick. So I think they definitely go Brian O'Connor here.
Smitty,
after.
Because I'm sorry, guys. We're in real time right now, Smitty. Frankie's saying that Dreadnoughts have the 25th.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot to update that on the thing. I just did it. I'm changing it now.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Because I was definitely about to go.
Yeah.
He was about to draft for the Shams and steal
the whole
crazy,
bro. Let's see.
Like I was saying, Brian O'Connor.
It'd be really weird to trade away a linebacker for this spot just to draft another linebacker.
I know. That's one thing I was thinking about, but it seems like it makes a lot of sense, right? But still, like you just said, you traded away. I mean, Schwartz was what, 27, I believe.
Yeah, I think they take corner here because they're starting 2 corners who are 33 or older.
That's another route they can go, corner. Looking at their corners, definitely.
Older offensive line, though. Look how old their offensive line is, though.
Yeah, we're sorry about the microphone issues with Smitty's mic, guys. He's got a lot going on. The computer is overloaded, man, on matching. So just try to bear with us.
My microphone's still tripping right now.
Yeah, it's like got a little choppy, a little static on it.
Let me see if I can probably unplug and put it back in and try.
Yeah, just turn it off and turn it back on. That fixes everything.
So who do you guys think is the next highest corner? Because we still have JoJo Carter, we still have Vinny Ball, we still have Brendan Cherry.
Yeah. I was about to say JoJo.
JoJo Carter, Vinny Ball.
This bit seemed like he'll fit right in with them too over there. JoJo Carter.
JoJo Carter would fit in with CC. He absolutely would.
I was about to say CC and JoJo sounds perfect.
Guys, I think he's at the pick is in. Did you see that?
Yep.
So it's messing up that bad even on the stream?
No, we can hear you.
Is it really bad?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I need to hear how this sounds. Let me see.
I hate hearing my voice.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, guys. It's definitely overloaded, man. I'm gonna try to disconnect again. Let me see.
You actually sound fine there.
Yeah, you sound real good now.
On the stream, is it good?
Yeah,
that's
you
the
sound
thing.
good now.
You sound good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to work this out with a new computer, guys. Let me hear it one more time. Okay, it seems like it's good now. All right, yeah, that's just it. This stuff is just tweaking out right now, guys. Should be good, but here we go. With the 25th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the San Antonio Dreadnoughts selects JoJo Carter, cornerback from Florida, 71 overall normal.
Let's go,
Like
JoJo.
we was just talking about, he'll fit right in there. Like you was saying, outside of CC, all their other corners are 30 plus years old.
33 plus years old.
Well, that was kind of the thing that hurt them a year ago, was the age of that defense was starting to show, you know, and it caused them there at the end. Of course, with the other things that happened, but, you know, that was one of the big reasons why they missed the play. Was because you got guys who are getting old, and JoJo and CC as a combo, that's a fun combination to have.
Yeah, and that makes what, 7 corners in the first round?
7 cornerbacks in the first round. We were telling everyone this is a cornerback draft. Like,
yeah.
Listen here, CC. JoJo doesn't like people who talk too much. So we're going to see how that's going to end up. Salute to you, JoJo.
Yeah. But I understand the like you was saying, it was 7 corners taken in the first round. Like, we at a point now in the RFL, you know, the OG guys are starting to age out. So especially at corner, that's why we're you know, seeing this. Corners taking
and JoJo has a bunch of reloads as well. I'm pretty sure he's number 1. Or wait, who was number
Sanders is number 1.
He's up there, top 5.
He's top 5. This was another.
2, I think.
This was another 4-year player as well. One, you know, part of the 4-year class. Joe Carter, man. I mean, he really made a name for himself, you know, in his freshman year at Oklahoma, and then he goes and plays at LSU and was a beast at LSU. You know, in CS6, everyone really got to see his talent. Now, of course, things didn't go so well, you know, with the Florida teams and stuff like that, you know, but he still played in his spot very, very well. And let's just, you know, Owen Jack doesn't talk as much as KC, so I don't see Owen Jack and you know, and JoJo going at it, but you know.
Do y'all see this new name that they made? They've gotten rid of Area 51 and now they're Jodeci.
Oh my.
Jodeci is crazy.
CC and JoJo is crazy.
So yeah, see, like Frankie just said,
that's crazy.
Frankie just said JoJo has 260K reloads. So like Mix was just saying about KC, don't get discouraged about that 71 North. That's gonna go up quick, especially at DB. All those reloads, that's gonna go up quick.
Yeah, he has a good chance to be 81 overall when the year's done.
Okay.
Wow.
All
so
right.
they got their picks. So
next up we have the Miners.
Who did they take with their last pick? It was
Cody Nelson.
Cody Nelson. This is where Brian O'Connor finally goes off.
I think so, because he's definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's just from a lack of linebacker.
Yeah, this is where Brian O'Connor finally goes off the board.
Well played, man.
And he's
that was
Brian O'Connor all the way at 26,
which I don't think anybody saw.
People had him at. I mean, I think he's a top 10 talent, and they're getting him at 26.
Yeah, because like I thought he was gonna go with the first pick because he might not be here at where we at 25th, 25, 26 now.
26.
But he is here, and you ended up getting a tackle. So that great job done. That was a great job on that one.
Do they still have the 28th pick too?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they still have the 28th pick. Yeah. Wow.
All right, pick is in. With the forgot to change the pick number. Get that correct.
But congrats to JoJo, man, a 4-year guy in the college series, and he gets drafted. So I love seeing that.
With the 26th pick in the first round of the RFL draft, the Sacramento Miners selects Brian O'Connor, linebackers from Ohio State, 76 overall star.
Let's go.
Yep, see,
Brian.
Perfect. Works out great.
Go.
Like we was looking outside of line, which he drafted, that looked like the only other, glaring need on this team.
And because that does break the record for Ohio State.
That is now the most picked by a single school in a single first round.
The Glazers.
I want to say, like, outside of Tyler Cage, this guy is one of the best coverage linebackers I've seen in college series.
Does anybody have anything else to say? I'm going to let y'all say what you guys have to say.
Well, I think.
Oh, you got your little spiel?
I mean, the only thing I really have to say is that I think people knew coming into this that the RFL's been really used to like linebacker heavy drafts, and I think we got into this season and there weren't really any complete standout names. But I think what really sealed it for O'Connor being linebacker 1 was the insane playoff run he went on. I think he got an interception in every game in the playoffs leading up to the national championship and was just solidifying himself as the best linebacker in this class throughout this last playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think he may have been linebacker 1 before that, but the playoffs just sealed it, like without a doubt. He was in his own tier by himself compared to any other of the other coverage linebackers.
He just came in and he reminded me so much of David Leathers when he played for us. He was just another great linebacker that knew when exactly to make a play for us. You guys brought it up, three picks in 3 straight playoff games. He set the tone for us from the very first playoff game against Oklahoma when he had to pick 6, one linebacker of the year in his freshman year in CS6, and had so many standout plays. He's a great locker room guy as well, and I think of what the Miners just got here because they had a hole at the Mike position, and they really got someone who fits what they need, and I think Brian O'Connor is just a tremendous pick here. I've had many talks with him, and and he's very athletic for his build, and he also has like a Tyler Cage type of player to him. Like he wasn't as dominant as Cage, but he was dominant for us, and that's what really mattered. And was the captain of the defense for the last 3 years of when he played. And when Caden Ferragamo left us for Clemson after his big year, Brian O'Connor came in and played the exact same role that Caden Ferragamo, David Leathers did. So, congrats to Brian, man. I'm so glad to see you get picked.
Fast and Furious Brian O'Connor, that's going to be a no, Frankie. I don't know about that name.
And just like I said, Cam, the record is broken, my friend. That's right, Perk.
Next up, we got the Explorers.
The Explorers are back up.
So, where they go? Brian Robinson, right? First pick?
Yep.
They had Brian Robinson first. Yep. I ended up taking 2 cornerbacks because if I somehow ended up as the coach of the Explorers, I would take 2 cornerbacks in this draft just because I think that's like their biggest need here. Like their biggest need, like because they really are a team that doesn't have needs, but they have one big glaring need, and that is the cornerback spot.
Yeah, I think they either take another corner or they take Haley Jack.
I think
I'm with you guys. I think another corner. Yeah.
Yeah, because the top corner is Chamberlain, who's 31, and then it goes down to is it Marquez Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marquez Gray, 29. Culver is there. Yeah. That's a rookie. Never mind. Yeah. So they definitely need a corner here, guys. So we're thinking Ball or what's his name?
Or Cherry.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, some names to throw out there. You know, there's still Tayshawn Wiggins is on the board there too.
How many reloads does he have?
I don't think he has a lot. I don't think.
What about Ethan Nation?
It's not
Ethan
up there.
Nation.
Yeah. Danny Cicero.
But like you guys just said, it could be Cherry. I'm thinking it might be Cherry too.
Oh, the Thunderbirds would be so sick. But just to quote my buddy Dunn, Rashad Chamberlain, he's on a walk year. So, you know, I think you got to go get another corner back here.
It's probably second corner. And there's a good chance because Brian Robinson was a 76, and they start 2 rookies this year at corner.
Well, and they play a 3-4. I mean, their Mike linebacker, Landel, look, he's 32, 91 overall, but he just signed a 3-year deal, and he's still at 3 years left on his deal. I don't know if they go get Howard Jack.
Wait, Explorers play a 3-4?
No, they're a 4-3.
Okay, they're a 4-3. Oh, okay, so
yeah,
that's right.
I'll look at that. Look, the only reason, Elijah, I don't think they're going to go left tackle is we seen the best one, Cody Nelson. He was a 73 star. So the next one's probably going to be lower than that. I think they're going to go on the corner. Yeah, 74.
Pick
That's right.
is
I was
in.
on
All right. With the, is this the 26?
27.
26.
27.
No, 27th, yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and change that. Just in case guys taking pictures, you know.
Taking screenshots.
Get that right. Messed up on one already today. All right, with the 27th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Columbus Explorers selects Tayshawn Wiggins, cornerback from Texas, 72 overall, Norman.
All right, okay. I like it.
Okay, yeah, we were right on the corner. Yeah, that's definitely still a good pick for them. Like you guys were saying, like, definitely think they still needed to go corner because all the other corners are just aging out. Chamberlain expiring contract. This pick, it definitely makes a lot of sense for them. Tayshawn's going to be great over there.
So how soon until he's able to start, City?
Looking at it, they're starting corner. Of course, they got Rashad over there. They just picked up old boy Brian Robinson, so he's starting because he's a 76 overall. Marquez Ray is their next best corner at a 79, but he is 29 years old, and the corner after that is 32. So Tayshawn won't be able to start wide array, but it's on him. If he could get the reloads stack up, then he definitely could be touching the field at some point this season coming up.
Okay, Tay. There it is.
And he does have a film, which I just now was able to get to, so let me go ahead and try to get that on.
This one comment about this one team just absolutely floored me, though. But hey, congrats to Tayshawn Wiggins. He's the first Texas player off the board, right? He's the first Texas player to go in the draft. And this is another team that is loaded with a lot of talent. Surprised we are now seeing our first Texas player off the board. But Tayshawn Wiggins, man, this is a guy who was a big key for the Texas defense's success on getting to the playoffs this past year. Also big community guy as well. I don't know how many reloads he has. Yeah, he wasn't as elite as like Brian Robinson, but he was a shutdown cornerback for the Longhorns, and I'm pretty excited to see what Wiggins can do there in Columbus.
Rufus in the chat right now. Oh my goodness.
Let's be honest. I mean,
at this point,
we have to call it out. I mean, we have been holding it off at least since the 11th or 12th pick.
I mean, we here to keep it real, right?
There's now been 4 corners since that pick that have been a higher overall.
They reached. Let's just call it like it is. They reached.
And to be honest, we haven't talked about it since the 12-4-11 pick, so we have been not beating a dead horse. I get it. Oh, Elijah Carter, and I think sometimes guys may think, oh, because he talks a lot, that must mean he's good. Or I'm not saying that he was bad or he was terrible, but Elijah Carter, his 2 years at Georgia Tech just wasn't as great as what Wiggins did for 3 years at Texas. It didn't, you know, it wasn't as great of what Kenzo Yundo did just this past year in CSA for Penn State, you know. Those guys really showed what they were able to do. And this is why we had that talk with Elijah Carter, who honestly going to Georgia Tech, I mean, and we saw it. Elijah Carter got burnt a bunch at Tech. Like, they played a system that did not fit him at all. And all of these guys, they were very smart about where they played. Sky, Savage, Kenzo Yundo, Wiggins, Errol Matthews. We all saw what happened with these guys, you know, and they excelled in their spot. So this is, I agree on Wiggins being a higher overall than Elijah Carter, which is funny because I had everybody else going, you know, before, and maybe Elijah Carter falling here, but, you know, at 27, but wow. This is I mean, the Explorers, they have a big need at cornerback, because just like we always said, you know, they have cornerbacks who are over 30 years old, and they needed Forbes. I just want to check in on Forbes. Forbes, are you good?
Yeah.
You were just looking dead.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Honors,
I just looked at Forbes for a minute. I was like, Forbes, are you good?
Yeah, sorry. I was reading the chat, see what they were talking about.
5 more picks left in the first round of the RFL draft, guys.
We're almost
Miners
there.
are back up.
Let's go.
What a
Miners are back up.
We've actually been moving pretty well too for our first round.
It's a challenge, Pecan. When did Elijah Carter get burned?
Notre Dame.
Is that the one we got ran over in the middle of the field?
Oh, he's
Yes.
gonna know. I remember that one too. I think I did.
It was an embarrassing play. It was an embarrassing play. One that that's all I'll say.
So, who's on the clock now? Miners again?
Yep.
Miners, yeah.
So they went Cody Nelson, Brian O'Connor. It's like this team gotta be the most difficult team to pick on who they should get. I think they could go O-line here. That's about the only other thing I can think, just because the other O-linemen are all 30 plus. But other than that,
I mean, he doesn't have holes at all, bro. I mean, you can just take
exactly, yeah. It's
and even bolster the team even more. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just take the best old lineman. Joshua Thompson's out there still.
Your biggest need is D tackle, but I still don't see Jamari Logan or the other one being.
Yeah, that's the only other thing I didn't mention.
Well, what
Farmer.
did they?
What about Farmer? Did Farmer
Yeah,
play?
Joshua Farmer.
Yeah, Joshua Farmer's here.
Yeah.
Farmer, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Pick is in.
What?
All right.
Griggs is getting up. Griggs is getting up there in age, though.
The way he said that.
All right.
Smitty. All right, go ahead.
With the 28th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Sacramento Miners selects Chuck Bynum, offensive tackle from Alabama, 76 overall star.
Nice.
Great.
That's a perfect pick. I forgot to even mention Chuck Bynum was still out there
You
too.
got a higher overall tackle this time than the first time.
That you did the first time. Right.
That's crazy.
Well,
overall, yeah.
You replace one former Alabama offensive lineman with another Alabama offensive line, you know? So
That's all. That's a great first round for Don.
because Sear Red was an Alabama offensive lineman, and then you got Chuck Bynum. So yeah, I agree with you. That's a great
Yeah, like he knew he would have to after you traded a franchise left tackle away, albeit it was worth it for a 99 overall. He knew he would have to go on there and address O-line, and he did that with 2 great picks and Cody Nelson and Chuck Bynum.
Is this guy as big as Hove? 6'9", 347 pounds is absolutely insane.
6'9", Jesus Christ.
You know, I'm looking at their O-line. There's a good chance that both of these tackles start this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that might suck for Miles McCain for the first couple of weeks, but
But if there's any,
go ahead.
but if there's anybody who can find a way to make that work, I believe Dunn can.
Yeah, I love how Dunn puts out a scouting report on me. And then he knows he's right before me and he takes all my lines. I appreciate you, Dunn. I appreciate you. Gold standard, baby.
Gold standard.
He's like, this guy needs offensive linemen. So what I'm going to do is take them all.
No, I'm going to make a 12-minute video, which is the lowest minute of all of the 30 minutes. So he makes a 12-minute video for me, right? He sounds very enthusiastic. He tells me that I need linemen, and then he takes them all, right? So
proceeds to take them all.
Thank you, Dunn. I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's the Dunner way. Gold standard.
Nuts.
Right, so next up on the board, we have the Cincinnati Hogs.
I think this is a perfect spot for TSJ, Trayvon Simpson. You know, like looking at wide receiver, you know, Leach had the big drop off and they just lost him. You got Rashawn Hill there, 81 overall, 23. Blue is 25-78 and Godfrey's 26-78. I think if they take Trayvon Simpson, he'll be able to slide right in, at least in the slot position.
Could this possibly be where we see our first true coverage outside linebacker go?
Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Hold on for a second. Let me look at this.
Oh, yeah, they do. Outside linebacker is the way, too.
Smitty, do not do this to me. Do not do this.
More offensive linemen.
More offensive linemen.
Another offense.
Oh.
Well, I mean, their offensive line, they really don't have a need for offensive line in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
You got Connor Hawk, J.C. McCoy, Frank Granger, Fernando Rudolph.
I don't think they go O-line here.
I think that's
they could take
Charles
a corner
Turner, and now he
safety.
adds Dion Bo, Charles Turner.
And then Haley Jacqueline as their third linebacker.
Oh my goodness.
Because Kason Fine and Keon Dever are technically edge rushers.
Are they edge rushers and just at the Sam and Will position?
Yeah. Because Kason Fine was, I think, second in sacks last year. He's supposed to be, but with the way Madden 26 is to Madden 25, they changed outside linebacker to edge.
Yeah.
So Fine and Dever are supposed to be.
Let me see.
Edge
Oh
rushers.
yeah, he's an edge.
Yeah, those are the
They're
edge
both
guys.
definitely edge.
There is.
Yeah,
The pick is in.
All right.
Ooh,
Let's see if he does it to Rob.
With the 29th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Cincinnati Hogs selects Trayvon Simpson Jr., wide receiver from Clemson, 76 overall star.
Yeah, like I was just saying, I think he's gonna fly right into the wide receiver 2 or 3 spot.
All right, so Smitty, is he still going to wear 24?
No, he's definitely not.
no,
gonna be
that
wearing
got
You better
that
put
got
an 84 on or something.
TSJ, I'm sorry,
Or
that 24
14.
got wide receiver. Who wore 24 receiver? Devin Hester, wasn't that Devin?
no, he wore 23.
Yeah, I was close.
But I think for college, who wasn't it? Frederick Irving, or who was the wide receiver at Washington that wore 20s? E.J. Bailey, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
E.J. Bailey.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Javier Santana was 24.
was 21.
That quarterback.
Oh,
21. It still was crazy.
But TSJ, man, that's a great pickup because just like you guys said, Leach, he got old. He's out of there. They still got Rashawn Hill. Man, that's a great pickup for the Hogs. And I feel like out of anything, like, yes, a covers linebacker is probably, what they need. But it's not their biggest need as wide receiver is. And that is a weapon for Ronnie Shanahan to have some fun with.
Absolutely, because they were dead last in the RFL, 32nd in passing.
Yes.
I believe. So
he's also
this is definitely a big target.
I mean, and just like as we were saying, he's also a 2-time national championship winner and a national championship MVP back in CS6.
Just look at that. All highlights. Just a big play threat at any moment.
Yeah.
That was a 90-yard. What is this? Another 90-yard touchdown.
It's just streaks on his tape, man.
Yeah, he's cooking. He's got some crazy size to him too, man. Well over 6 foot, 200+ pounds, and can fly. So that's
idea of his speed,
no.
I think that size thing is huge too, because Rashawn Hill is only 5'9".
Yeah.
And that is like the thing that is missing, because with Hill, with the height that he's at, like that's still a great player, but I don't want my number 1 receiver to be 5'9".
No, not at all.
Yeah. So
that's not gonna work.
PJ is gonna have a chance to come in here and become the number 1 receiver on the Hawks. So why you take him, Smitty?
Huh?
So why is he here, Smitty? Why is he here with the Hawks?
Well, mainly y'all hit on it. You know, lost their former number 1 wide receiver. Not only that, franchise leading wide receiver all time in receiving yards in Sylvester Leach. And they needed a big body wide receiver that was a dog, and that's what TSJ is. So ended up getting him. You said the volume's low for me?
No, you are good on my end.
Okay.
No, I said Diablo.
Oh, Diablo. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He Leach just wants to go retire in Mexico City. That's all. He doesn't want to retire in Cincinnati. He was like, let me just go south of the border, you know.
Hey, retire in Mexico City?
That's not too bad at all, honestly.
Are you sure about that? Sounds dangerous.
Got 3 more picks left in the RFL draft, man.
We're almost there.
Almost there, guys. Almost there.
Let's see.
The Snowhawks.
Oh, the first round.
We just take best player. I think we go BPA here. I do think we need the offensive line.
Who is the BPA then? Who is the best player?
When you look at a team like this that barely has any holes, I think we come to realize, like, you just go online. They could go, I've been saying Joshua Tama, or who's the center? Rico
Cardoza is still on the board.
Rico Cardoza.
I wasn't expecting at all.
Smitty, I just think you need to get Sanyalu or Ross.
Absolutely not, Mix. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Stop
That's crazy work, bro.
Stop that. Stop that.
What are we?
Yeah, they definitely need wide receivers.
No, they don't.
They definitely
No,
need
they don't. No, they don't.
Oh, my goodness. The troll is real.
Stop that.
Curry ain't it.
Smitty, if you do that, it was not me. I was just joking. I wasn't
Whoever
serious.
this guy Patrick Connery is on here, he's not it.
2 years for this.
He's only the cameraman.
I did have them taking Todd Sun here from Penn State, but in my opinion, when Rico Cardova is still on the board, is it Cardova or Cardoza? Did I spell that wrong? I don't know.
I think it's Cardoza.
Yeah, when Rico is still on the board, and in my opinion, he's the best center. I had him going to the Pioneers in my last mock. I do think we need an offensive line for depth. And if I remember, who's our starting center right now?
Give me 2 seconds. Case Kern.
The starting, I remember when Case Kern was kicking field goals in the Relocation Bowl.
That was funny.
That was before I was there, yeah.
Yeah, Case Kern is what, 31 and then 83 overall?
He's getting up there, and I think he got hurt a couple of times. It was either him or Blair Harden that got hurt and had to be out.
You do have Nathan Price right there. He's 22 out of 71 overall, but is Rico Cardoza going to come in?
Yeah, I would rather have Cardoza over Price. So that's just me, though.
Yeah, it's not up to you, so.
Absolutely not. I'm just a wide receiver.
Yeah, he's
really. I know, Smitty taking a while with this one.
Long time, man. Wow.
really thinking about Talon Ross.
Or do we do? Oh, I hate stop that.
Smitty, you cannot take a wide receiver here, bro. Just letting you know that, bro.
No.
You cannot do that. To
I hope he
Pecan,
really
bro.
didn't think about doing that.
All he done did for this league.
Nah, he ain't gonna take no receiver. Not really. If you take a receiver, bro.
Smitty do that, man. Pecan.
He's
still a home, man.
I know, right?
That's great.
Trade me to the Shamrocks. I mean,
he wouldn't trade you. He said he wasn't going to trade you.
I don't think so. Yeah. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't see us going outside of offensive line here, looking at what's on our team and the offensive line talent that's still on the board, because we don't pick again until
the linebacker.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
That 1 year, who took like 4 or 5 linebackers in the same draft?
No, because we got Grayson, we got Hardy, and Paul Barson.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a 4-3 type of defense, so we're pretty set there. We might take one later for depth, I think, but I don't see us taking a linebacker here in the first round. But I do know. I mean, Hardy and Grayson are on contract years. When you got Casey Lawton still, no, I don't see us going there. We got Deere, Spriggs, and Simmons at cornerback. Honestly, it's kind of insane what team we have.
You got the pick in.
About time.
Smitty, if you say Talon Ross or Mamadou Signalo, I'm gonna log out.
Yeah. Talon Ross.
Uh-oh.
With the 30th pick of the first round, with the 30th pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Portland Snowhawks selects Trent Zimmer, offensive tackle from Miami, 76 overall star.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a very good pick. We said just the wrong old lineman. Yeah.
Are you near Kenton right now? Can you come take the knife out of my back, please?
I was about to say, I'm like 20 minutes from Kenton.
That's another one.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you it's Rob, but I think the Celtic Tigers are going O-line or linebacker too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw all you guys.
Well,
take him off my list.
Well, no, he was very good. Like, especially during that playoff run, we seen that Dante had a lot of time to throw the ball at times. Trent Zimmer was definitely one of the top tackles in this draft.
A big salute to our CP. This guy still got some ammo over at 2.1 and 2.5, which will be the mark.
Well, because let's see, yeah, the left tackle, he's a 79 overall, 33 years old. But, Devontae Freezer is still on the board. I mean, the safety spot is kind of something that they need to address. And we've already seen Juan Redden off the board. We've already seen Damien Armani now off the board. The safety spot is also a very big need for this team. And I still feel like there is a lot of offensive talent. There still is a lot of offensive line that this could be a spot. If they wanted to take a chance and reach on a safety here, this would probably, be maybe where they would do it, either here or in the second round. So
You're talking about CT, right? Is this CT?
Yeah.
They could go edge too. Maybe. Well, I know they got Ken Tanya.
But I think safety might be a bigger need than edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look at. Oh yeah, safety is definitely a bigger need. I didn't know it was this bad. Okay. Well, so like you said, so the next best safety will be I think Devontae Freezer,
Zion Anderson,
Kong Morris, and just moved him to free safety.
Yeah.
Corbin Coast from Ohio State. Like, there's
Michael Harper.
Yeah. Most of the time,
Harper.
safety you can interchangeable. You want to move them over again, so this could be Kong Morris.
But they do need offensive linemen too. So.
I mean, this also could be linebacker. Haley Jacqueline's still on the board.
That is true. Hallie Jacqueline is still on the board. So.
Oh yeah, Holmberg's what, 31?
Yeah, Holmberg's 31. Michael Frie's 27.
Pretty taking his time with this one, especially since the CT.
Yeah, I think we're getting near the end of the first, so.
Cool.
I know that's right, Kurt.
What he done say now?
He said in the RFL chat, one thing about the pros, guys, we don't glaze other teams.
We surely do not. That's one thing I can agree with him on.
You could try it, but it looks it just looks good.
All right, pick is in.
Be back on the clock. All right, let's go.
With the 31st pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the Dublin Celtic Tigers selects Tyrese Evans, outside linebacker from Penn State, 74 overall star.
Okay.
That's an edge linebacker too, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
right?
and they run a 3-4.
Yeah. So that makes sense. That's the edge. So yeah.
That's a edge linebacker for what they run. Nice.
I mean, he was huge for Penn State in their playoff run.
This used to be a really elite defense, and I like this pick, Spitty, because I see your angle here. You know, they had the older guys, you know, obviously expiring. So this is a really good pick here. Start there, the guy. It's going to be really pick up the edge as well. So I love that, man. I love this pick.
Yeah, and he does have tape. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Once again, shout out to PCOM for the tape, man. He even did it for the main first rounds CPU guys. Tyrese Evans being one of those guys. We pretty much already talked about the reason why, you know, he's a big selection for them. Celtic Tigers need a lot of help. They're aging out probably worse than any team in the league. But whatever they could get young that can fit their system, like Tyrese Evans, this was the best pick for them. And I think he's going to be an immediate impact for the defense.
Really quickly, this was a big shout out to Jalen Brooks, who helped me out with on this one. He actually made the Tyrese Evans tape. He was one of the names that I sent to him. Yeah, so shout out to Jalen. Yeah, because
that was good, Brooks. I heard about that.
Yeah, so thank you, Brooks, because we both tackled half and half on tapes and stuff like that. But still, no, this was a guy that was a monster for Penn State on the line. Another 2-year generic. Didn't have the stats like Nick O'Quinn did, but he made a big impact for Penn State this year. So, I mean, the Celtic Tigers just got another great generic defensive player to have on their team.
And we got one more pick remaining. And that is the Relo Bowl champs of Season 9, the San Jose Condors. Are going to be up next.
Man,
Bro,
I think they go offensive line to make Rob mad.
Bro, I'm not gonna be mad though. These guys have left me some spoils. They've left me some spoils. You know, I've got some spoils here, so I'm good. 2.1, 2.5 tomorrow. I think we're gonna be good. Although,
Man,
Something's going on with the sounds here.
I think.
Gotta fix this.
Is this where Rico No, because they got Malik Meadows, 31 years old, star dev.
Pecan, if you don't shut your trap.
Let's remember, Pecan. You're getting too stuck on offensive line positions. If
I know.
If the lineman left, he'll just take him and move the guard.
That is right. Yeah, because that's how you guys do it here. Because that's what they did with Hove with the Barons. Because Hove is now an offensive tag goal. So.
Yeah, sorry, I have something going on right now, guys, that I gotta try to fix.
I had them taking a coverage outside linebacker with this pick.
Well, Jacqueline's still there.
Hallie
Yes, he
Jackson
is.
still there. That is true. Because you look like, yes, they only have 4 linebackers on this roster. They can tackle offensive line, but linebacker is actually their biggest need, in my opinion. Or do they go get possibly? I mean, do they maybe go get a wide receiver? I don't think they go here in the first round with the wide receiver pick. I do think they have to get a wide receiver in this draft. But I think linebacker is their biggest need, and Hallie Jacqueline is still on the board.
Ooh, yeah, I agree. Hallie Jacqueline over there with Jacob Reed.
So while Smitty's figuring this out, and we're at the last pick here, do you think there's anyone outside of Jacqueline that we've been talking about and Cardozo that's surprised that he's going to fall out of the first round?
Javier Valero.
Yeah, we got to get in the mind of Smitty. He probably takes what's the D tackle? Why am I blanking on his name? Tennessee D tackle.
Jamari
Logan. Yeah, I was blanking on his name. Yeah, he might even do that.
Who would you guys say was the loser of the first round?
The loser?
Come on.
Oh no, I don't think he even.
What? Yeah, this dude just got
That's
Nah, we
very
good.
unfair.
I
can give you my winner.
Because the loser of the first round isn't even like the player that got picked; it's the team.
I know. It's not the player. It's not the player. That's the loot. Yeah. Because there is a clear loser team of this first round.
I mean, to be fair, I think the actual loser of the first round, it could be the Aviators.
Yeah. That's the
just because of the quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do end up with KC. They're going to figure it out. It is what it is. But to have,
would you call them a loser? Because it's just going to take a little longer. Yeah. Obviously, because that's all.
But it's hard to lose in the first round.
Well, whatever team didn't have a first round pick lost.
Sorry, Rodney.
Lumberjacks. They didn't have one either.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Got a 90+ corner in exchange.
Yeah, so.
Smitty, you good over there, Smitty?
Yeah, I gotta make my picks here, man. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I was just making sure you said there was something wrong over there.
Oh no, I'm good. Oh yeah, appreciate it. I thought you was like, hurry up, tick. I was like, hold on, man.
Oh no, you good. Take your time.
But I don't know.
Lineman, please. Don't take a lineman. No limans, please. No limans.
But Mick, how are you feeling about your three picks? I mean, with your 3 picks, man, like, do you feel like this was a big win with how everything went to plan?
Yeah. I'm very happy, excited about what I have, the future, the culture, I'm just excited, bro, because like I said, the last few seasons for me has been very bad, and last season was, boy, that was tough, man. But I'm just happy with going for what we got, and tomorrow is going to be another great day. Get 2.1 and 2.5. So I'm excited. As long as Speedy does not snipe me right here, I'll be okay.
Pick is in.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Here we are, the final pick of today's draft, man. Day 1 in the books. All right. Let's see where's that. Okay. All right, with the 32nd pick of the first round of the RFL draft, the San Jose Condors selects Rondell Smith Jr., outside linebacker from Notre Dame, 74 overall star.
All right, Rondell.
There you go. You was talking about it. That coverage outside linebacker?
Okay. No, he's an edge.
Well, I think he is an edge.
He's an edge. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. He's an edge.
And the Condors run a 3-4 defense as well. Pretty much the same exact deal with the Celtic Tigers, getting themselves the same style outside linebacker there. So fits right into their system.
Man, if you guys ever watch any Notre Dame games, I mean, this guy was a friggin' baller.
Yeah, like
he made so many plays.
No tape on him though. I was checking to see if he had something, but
Notre Dame didn't have the best season, but of course, you look at that defense. This is the one player that sticks out.
Yeah, him and Ramon Flowers, whoever they played, made a lot of players' lives miserable. It's just everything else, everything has to be in unison, and it wasn't. But this is kind of one of those where I feel like the Condors, they don't have a lot of holes. And their holes aren't like glaring holes, like there is a difference where it's like, wow, this is really bad. Like they need to fix this versus, oh, okay, this is fine, but it needs to get better. And I feel like that's what the Condors had at linebacker, because they only have like 4 linebackers on their team, but they're all pretty good. And I feel like they just got a great one there with Ramon Flowers.
Oh, this is Rondell Smith too.
Rondell Smith.
Rondell.
Yeah. I had them going with the Notre Dame player with my 32nd pick, so that actually fits very, very well.
All right, man.
It was a fun first round.
First round is in the books. I'm scared again to cut my camera on because my computer is tripping out most of the time, man. But looks like it still turned out to be a very good first day of the RFL draft, man. How you guys feeling after day 1?
Oh man, I'm feeling great with my picks.
I'm feeling great. Like y'all, everybody was saying, like free safety was the most absolute need. It's either gonna be Diamond or Ron Wood. And when I seen Diamond went, I was only worried about one other team taking a safety. After that, I knew I had Redden. I expected 75. He became 76. He's gonna fit right in, and the guys in the locker room are very excited. So. That was a great first pick. It got me so happy with that first pick.
Yeah, looking at this draft, this took about 3 hours, of course, close to 4 hours or something like that for first round. Now, first round, I know we made this a thing last year. There will be no more highlight tapes unless it's for a user. So if it's a user that's up, we got a tape for him. We're going to play it, but we're not going to play tapes because we have 2 whole rounds for tomorrow. And I could go ahead and put that up real fast so you guys can see. So board's closed. Okay, let me take the rounds off. And day 2, we have rounds 2 and round 3, of course, on the 27th. And looking at this time, usually it takes around like 6 to 7 hours. And I did not mean for that to be a reference to, what I'm talking about. But I'd say we can start up around, what y'all think? I'm thinking like 4 o'clock, 4 or 5. I'm going to talk with my coaches, try to figure out that time. One of those times, because we definitely don't want to start at the same time. Yeah. I'm in favor of 4 o'clock, but of course that information will be posted out to you guys on social media. Noon now. That we're going to have to probably do around close to day 3 for sure for 4 rounds. But yeah. But yeah, that's it. What a day it was in the RFL, man. The RFL draft for season 10, our 10th season coming up, and it's day 1's in the books, man. 64 more picks tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in. If you want to learn about the RFL and how you can join, go to our website, relocationfootballleague.com, as you can see there at the bottom right. And if you want to learn about the rosters and everything in the RFL and see where these players who just got drafted may land to benefit their teams, go ahead and check us out at neonsports.com and just search up RFL 10. It should be able to get you to our account where you can see what all the teams have on it. But that's it for day 1. Appreciate you guys coming through, as always, to the panel that joined me. And we will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Till then, peace.